I'm a Special Agent Canine Handler for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, commonly referred to as ATF. I've been doing it for almost 23 years now. I've been a dog handler for about 5 years. And I travel all over the country, and I've made an occasional trip across the world. Gavin was a dog that was selected for me.
By working together, Gavin and Ellie successfully navigated the rigorous discipline of the ATF Canine program. They graduated as a team in 2002.
Explosives canines are just another tool that ATF uses during explosives investigations. They can detect, theoretically, up to 19,000 different explosive mixtures.
Pussy.
Our dogs, when they detect an explosive, they will just sit. We do not want them to manipulate the package in any way because it may cause it to detonate. These dogs are our first line of defense against terrorism in this country and abroad.
I've actually spent more time with Gavin in the last 5 years than I have with my husband because of all the trips and the details that we take.
Yeah, Gavin has done his duty. He's been all over the country. He's been overseas. He's like LA. They're patriots.
Gavin honed his detection skills at major public events around the country.
We've done a lot of Super Bowls, NASCAR events. We do a lot of career days with children. Gavin's been wonderful at doing that. And we also had a mission in Iraq a couple of years ago. When we went to Iraq, obviously, there were explosions there. He did an admirable job. He never once shut down. He never once stopped working. He always did what I asked him to do. When there was an explosion, when something was going off, he would quiver and shake and not want to move. I wasn't doing any moving either at that particular point in time, so we were okay.
After Gavin returned from Iraq, he experienced 2 major hurricanes, Katrina and Wilma, while Ellie was away on assignment.
The house was all boarded up. I put everything away, and we were batting down the hatches for that hurricane, and we just sat it out. But once the hurricane came through, the windows were all shaking, a couple of them broke, the sliding glass doors rattling real loud, and he didn't like that at all. He went from room to room, hiding and shaking, and it was hard for me to get him to control him and even to get him to eat.
That is what put him over the edge, I believe, the 2 hurricanes being here in the house. So I'll say he's suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome because of that.
After the hurricane, we couldn't even get him to come back into the house. He would just stop outside. We'd have to pick him up and drag him into the house. It was actually a 4th of July party that we were having down the street. All of a sudden, we couldn't find Gavin anywhere. Finally, after about half an hour, we found him in our neighbor's bathroom in the shower, curled up, quivering, because the firecrackers were just too much for him.
After the fireworks, almost any kind of sound could reduce the formerly fearless Gavin into a quivering ball of fur.
A smoke detector alarm, the voicemail message from my husband's cell phone makes Gavin, very upset.
It became impossible to predict which noises would make Gavin shut down. L.A. reluctantly decided that Gavin needed to retire before his unpredictable behavior became a liability to the service they provided to the country.
That was it.
Gavin has accolades from all the different agencies that he's worked with or worked for. He had an impeccable 5-year career with ATF.
But Gavin's noise-related fears also prevent him from assuming the more relaxed role of family pet.
What I really want for Gavin is to not be afraid, and that's where he is right now. I want him to be able to enjoy his retirement and a rainstorm and not be petrified, not hide under a desk, not turn into a quivering mass of jello. If there is some way that Cesar can help to minimize that, that'd be wonderful.
Cesar is happy to uncover the root of Gavin's debilitating fear.
He did not always exhibit it. Again, it started in phases. In the beginning, he would cower a little bit, but then he would go right back into working. Now, when he hears the noises, he will immediately sit down and he uncontrollably shakes. And for the most part, he will not eat. I mean, I can put food right in front of him and he won't eat until a certain amount of time passes. The worst part is just his demeanor changes and he's shaking uncontrollably. And he doesn't want to move.
And what would you do?
For the most part, I try and ignore him as far as I don't coddle him and, oh, poor little boy. I don't do that. I'll tell him, good boy, you know, come to me, and I'll try and work him.
Does he practice any water activity?
He'll spend hours, you know, going in and out of the pool.
Have you done any rehabilitation in that area?
I'm not sure I understand what you're...
Well, the water relaxes, you know, it creates a different vibe. So when he's in that state, and then you introduce things that make him afraid. But because he's in the relaxed water state, you know, Labrador time, and then whatever you introduce is not going to be as powerful as water, because water for a Labrador is a very powerful thing.
I've always introduced the work to him.
Yeah, but the work that he does is not an instinctual thing, it's something that human creates.
That's
so it's
correct.
not instinctual.
Correct.
It's not part of the genes, right? Part of the genes is to find a duck. We redirect that out of them and we ask them, instead of finding ducks, find a different scent. So what it makes sense to me is send him back to his old self so he can recover that part of him, you see it, and then we introduce what makes him afraid.
Well, theoretically, I understand that, and I like that, but what I'm afraid of with him is that we introduce that, he's going to all of a sudden think the pool is bad, because right now he associates our house is a bad place, because he was living here when the hurricanes came.
I do want to see him on the pool, and I promise, you know, I won't make him afraid of the pool.
LA says that Gavin has gotten worse in the past day, so Cesar recruits the help of Daddy and a neighbor's dog. Cesar brings Gavin into the pool to awaken his instinctual side.
Water, to me, represents relaxation and as well represents excitement. We have used water to rehabilitate aggressive dogs or dogs who don't trust us to relax the mind. That will be perfect for me to evaluate how wounded he is psychologically. Whatever's that, there we go. That's what I was doing. Just waiting for him to calm down. Just wait for him to totally relax. Not yet. I wanted him to float in the water, you know, because that sends 9 out of 10 dogs into a relaxed state, you know. It could take 30 minutes, it could take 40 minutes. You know, he has practiced shut down for, I guess, a day. I didn't want him to share with me, you know, how powerful his tension is. You know, I just didn't want, I didn't want him to get too far into the tense state.
Once Cesar feels Gavin relax, he attempts a small test, introducing the click from a plastic toy gun. Even that quiet pop causes Gavin to become anxious.
Pass me a little food just to get him. What the food did at that moment is for me to let me know how afraid was he, right? If they are afraid, if they are nervous in a high level, you know, let's say low, medium, high, if they're in a medium of high, they don't take food. If they're in a low level and then they take food, that's how you can send them back to a balanced state. every time he hears something he doesn't agree with, he runs. But it's not when he sees it, it's not when he smells it.
When Cesar had Gavin in the pool over there, we were just thinking, what possibly could he be doing with him, because we've had him in the pool several times, and no thought of doing anything to distract him from his noise aversion, so.
I always would be a little bit more indifferent to him because he was a work dog. I had to take him to go to work, so I may seem a little bit more standoffish in how I think about him or treat him. But as far as being able to help him now, I'm all for it.
The whole point of any exercise we must do with Gavin, from this point on, is that everything have to represent relaxation. Everything have to represent calmness. Find the right spot. Is he wounded? Yes, he is. It was a very successful short introduction for him and for me. Look, I'm a different handler. What I'm asking you is not to find me bombs. What I'm asking you is to find balance. I put him in the water. He got a little nervous, not too far. He didn't, I didn't let him get too far. Was only able to expose him or challenge him to one sound because that's all he could took, So we will feel honored to help him to recover completely. But for that, he needs to come to LA, if it's okay with you guys, for the whole rehab, that he needs. The plan is about actually helping him to recover his primal self.
Gavin, wake up, buddy! Yeah! Report. Come on, Gavin, let's see Cesar.
Thanks to his ATF status, Gavin is allowed to travel in the airplane cabin while en route to Los Angeles.
Come on, buddy, we're here. Yes, woo, let's go. Come on.
Okay. All right, coming in.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, what do you got, buddy? What do you got? Oh, the tail wag, he's happy. He's happy. He's happy.
The pack is definitely already taken as a, yes, you're welcome. So.
Well, he was excited when he came in, I could see that.
See, right now, it's no talk, nothing. It's best just to keep it very calm, all of us. So the meeting goes quicker. Look at that. They like him. He's welcome. So it's all about the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to maintain that state of mind, we have to participate as no touch, no talk, no eye contact, because most of the people like to do ears, eyes, no nose. And that becomes a source of excitement. And sometimes when they become unstable, you can't help them to recover because your first imprint is sound.
Okay.
You follow what I mean?
Yeah.
In order to help a dog to get rehabilitated, your first imprint should be nose, eyes, last ears. So when you train dog, it's a lot of ears, eyes to the nose. You follow? And it's not nose, eyes, ears. That's for rehabilitation purpose. So send him back, even though he's a trained dog, he became unstable. So in order for us to bring it back to stability, we have to help him to be dog and to react, and especially around other dogs who don't have his problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the recovery begins, because other dogs are influencing him to behave completely different. It should be a very calm meeting. Nice. He wants to meet the new guy. Direct to the new guy, looking, who are you? What are you doing?
That's cool.
Assertively,
Yeah.
Calmly, but assertively. What we're gonna do here is animal dog breed Gavin. What he's been having is Gavin Labrador ATF.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So ATF is an agent. So an agent is a partner. And it's, so It's a lot of human conversation that goes through it in that state of mind. So it's great, but you also have to do animal, dog, breed, name.
Yeah.
You see, so this way they can always stay balanced. This way they can stay trained.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
So we have to also have a conversation with them as a dog.
Dog, okay.
Especially when they're getting nervous or
Yeah.
insecure.
Yeah.
And then at that very moment, you grab it.
Well, maybe that's part of the training. When you came back from training, you said, you know, they're not a pet anymore, they're your tool. You know, that's what they use them for, as a tool, to find explosives and stuff like that. But
He lost some
you know,
of
he
the dog
lost
stuff.
he lost all his dog stuff.
Well,
Cesar's plan is to restore Gavin's canine instincts with the help of his pack. But Cesar needs to also uncover why almost any kind of sound creates such a fearful response.
fly, be free, go! Go, Gab! Go!
Thank you for making the trip. Appreciate you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for
Appreciate
working with
it.
the dog. I appreciate it. See you, buddy.
See you, Gavin.
So this is day number 8. I am in location. I'm in San Diego. Gavin and I still getting to know each other. I have not yet figured it out what triggers his anxiety or his fear. But once I find out, then I come out with the strategy. In the meantime, I am allowing him to enjoy himself like a dog. Not like a dog that is trained, just like a dog, which that's what he's missing. Come on, let's go, buddy. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, yeah.
While on location in San Diego, Cesar gives Gavin a job during filming, playing the role of a calm, submissive dog.
That's good. Relax the tension. There you go.
When they return to the hotel that evening, Cesar tries to unlock the mystery of the elevator.
As soon as we go into elevator or any sound like a page or anything, something is like almost like an explosion, beep, beep, beep type of thing, he gets into this weird state of mind. So you're about to... Yeah. Lower and lower and lower. Of course, I can't feel bad about it. As much as flying is not an option. The elevator is really one of his hardest time that I have seen him have. He's not shaking, which is good. You know, it's not hiding, which is good. What he does is he stops. But also this behavior is a behavior that they do when they find a bomb. That's the part that I can't put the 2 and 2 together yet, but we will. This is the second time that Gavin has assisted me in rehabilitation. So as you see, he's a very calm, submissive state, perfect for an aggressive dog. That is as well. So we have 2 different breeds, same state of mind. That's the beauty. And send it back. Oh. There you go. Very good. Nice. Hey.
Back at the Dog Psychology Center, Cesar experiments with several different sounds to gauge Gavin's reaction and uses carrots to help distract Gavin from the sounds.
There you go. We are 23 days during the rehabilitation, which we're very excited. Gavin is becoming much more stable. We have gained his trust, which is very important to rehabilitate a dog that has developed anxiety, especially when they have learned to run away from you. And so when we met LA and Florida, Gavin was actually running away from her when Gavin has an under stress problem. So it is very important that we don't lose the trust in our dogs. There we go, right there. As soon as I throw the carrot pretty much becomes like a flea, you know? When a flea bites a dog, he pays attention. This is really good because in his house, he was in the room shaking. So we couldn't even don this kind of sounds at his house because he lost his trust during sound time. We're gonna walk towards the sound. Do it. There you go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Hey, good boy. Come on. Yay. That's a good buddy. Good boy. The reaction, you know, normally and his reality is sound. He should run away from it. So what we're creating right now is sound, come to it, which is to me, much more dog-like. A dog normally is a very curious species, and they will come to anything that he's attracted to it. But when they become afraid to that, they run away from it. So we exchange it. You can't run away, just come to it. You know, especially when you know the sound won't harm him or the object won't harm him. Yeah, buddy! Yeah! This is a really loud sound. Look at that. Hey. Speak. Hey. Come on. Good boy. Hey. Hey. Good boy. Oh, this is perfect time to do a whole bunch of sound. Very loud. Come on. Good boy. All right. Nice. That's a good way to end the exercise. This is the real meal. This is the real nutrients, the minerals, everything goes here. But the exercise was no longer than 5 minutes. So it's not a whole bunch of pressure at once. It's just a little bit and then fun. A little bit and then fun. Of course, we're going to increase that the more he spent time with us, until eventually it doesn't exist. We don't have to do it anymore. But that was a good test, because his food has sound. I'm making believe that his food has sound and the sound has food. How do you like that? He's doing fantastic, and I think we did a good day today. Such a gentle soul. Oh, that sound, that's huge. We were not expecting this sound right now. It's a big trailer in the back, and that normally will put his nerves to the roof. But so he's staying right by me. That's what he's supposed to do. Flying is not a choice right now. I don't want him to fly anymore. I want him to stay, to ignore. Avoidance or submission. Avoidance or submission. There, that's again. Hey. Nice. That's a good job. That's right. Don't focus on the depression. Don't be a human. You're a dog. Got it? A dog.
As part of the rehabilitation process, Cesar continues to bring Gavin to assist on a variety of dog whisperer stories.
Stay.
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 Stay. Stay. Stay.
At Cesar's home, Gavin performs well in yet another ear-splitting challenge. 8-year-old Calvin Milan and his new drum set.
Do a deep breath with this point too. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some acupuncture needles in now.
Gavin's rehabilitation also includes regular acupuncture treatments, which help release the body's natural feel-good neurotransmitters, endorphins, reduce anxiety, and generate deep relaxation.
Good sigh. You see she just did a big sigh.
There she is, our new member of the pack. And later on, I will tell you why we need a pregnant female for Mr. Gavin.
When Cesar and his staff learned about a stray pregnant female, they brought the dog to the center, hoping that the birth of the puppies would help Gavin on a path to regaining his instinctual side.
Hey, hey, that's good. Hey, the pregnancy can lead her into aggression. No. It's not a very aggressive growling. It could be more from a protective point of view. She's a pregnant female surrounded by all these guys. The most important part is Gavin to feel, you know, attracted to the saying. Gavin, come here. Come on, buddy, this is for you. Hey. So we're gonna give her a bath. This way the pack will accept her quicker, because the scent, we're gonna neutralize the scent.
On day 34, Gavin continues his journey toward becoming a balanced dog, when a dog in heat brings out a bit of Gavin's primal side.
I love days like this, right? So here we have a little dog that is coming in heat, not a choice that we took, but we rescued this dog and she's in heat. And so Gavin right now is very excited, perfect time to bring anything that makes him afraid. Anything. And in this case, we have recorded some sound. Perfect. Perfect time. Now let's hear it. We want the excitement. We want him to believe the playing with dog. Oh, look at that. Go back. See, as you see, he got a little hesitant. Look at that. That's a bad react. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go back over here. That's a good boy. See. So, you see the reaction, and then you wait for there again. That's not what we want. We want him to go back into his old self. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, we don't want him to go and hide. That's just a big no. Come on, come on. Just go back to your game. Yeah. This is good. You know, instead of him running away from the situation, we actually want him to come near us. That's better than just going and hide. We don't want the hiding. This way I can influence him, you know? So as you saw, the sound totally broke the concentration of the nose, which is actually unnatural. The nose should be more powerful than sound. Always, especially a female in heat. Just the sound, the guy totally forgot about the mating part of it. What's wrong with you? Stay. Gavin. Search. Good boy.
Cesar employs a system similar to Gavin's ATF training, using treats that Gavin can find as a reward, even when they are near the source of the sound.
Good boy. Good boy, Gavin, good boy. That's a good boy. Search. Good boy. Ah, good boy. That's it. Good job. Fantastic, right there. So we have Amy for a week. She's doing really good. She's already with the pack. But you will wonder why we have a female who's pregnant here with Mr. Gavin. I feel that Gavin missed a lot of his childhood. So we are fulfilling two needs. We are definitely helping a dog who was pregnant and we got her out of the street. And who knows where the puppy will end. This way we know where the puppies will go. And after that, we will definitely spay her. The whole scenario of giving birth and what happens in the energy and the placenta smells and the puppies and the whole recreation will give us access to help Gavin to, in a way, regain his childhood. I want him to recover something that he lost.
It's day 48, and a couple of friends from Gavin's ATF training school come to visit. Cesar hopes this will help unleash Gavin's playful side.
Today, we have Todd and Corey, all friends of Gavin, visiting him. So he doesn't know yet that his people are coming to visit him. So I can't wait to see the reaction. I can't wait to see the impact. He's doing fantastic. We're very happy. You know, he has so many people that love him, you know, more people that love him. And I know you guys, by the time we finish with this rehabilitation, you will fall in love with Gavin. Gavin, come on, buddy. Got a surprise for you. Very respectful guy. All right. You can let him go.
Gavin,
You can let him go.
Yeah, just make sure they remember each other first. All right, there you go.
See that?
Good job.
Oh, there you go. Oh, they remember each other. That's what they do, huh? That's the ATF way of saying hi.
But the biggest surprise of the day happens during an impromptu pool party.
You didn't know which one to go after.
Look at Gavin, huh? That's a big day for Gavin. Big
There
day.
you
Normally
go.
he doesn't do stuff like that.
Good boy.
So you guys brought good energy for him.
Good boy.
Look at that. See, normally we don't see this, Gavin. That's why it's so important that everybody cooperates. Dogs, people, you know, great memories, of course. Of course they have great memories together.
Go get it.
That's
There
what
you
we
go.
wanted. That's what we wanted.
There you go.
That's what we wanted.
All right, Gavin.
Dad, he's been with me for at least
Boy, bring it here.
a month and a half
Bring it here.
and has not been this active in the water. He always goes in the water, he sits in the water, but never like competes for a tennis ball or look at that.
Here you go. Go get it. Attaboy.
He's going for it. Yeah. Good boy.
Gavin.
Today is a big day for Gavin. I can't wait to see his reaction. He was there at the moment of birth, so in a way, he's like a stepfather. I want to see if the primal side of him kicks in. Everything we're doing for Gavin is just to bring back the animal dog in him. Not too far from the puppies. Gives her a little break. All right, so we really have seconds to remove the mom from the puppy. She's right now using the restroom, stretching herself, sniffing, you know, just having a little break for herself. So we're gonna bring Gavin now. The only thing I needed from Gavin is just to smell the puppies. Clueless.
Cesar hopes this exercise will nurture Gavin's natural instincts.
Very respectful. Gavin. You want to smell it? Not interested in it? Hey, snap out of it. Good job. That's all I want. That's all I want, buddy. Very happy, very excited because this is Gavin's first time in his virtual rehabilitation trailer. So what we have is a DVD with 3 scenarios: thunderstorm, fireworks, and war.
In addition to the projected video, stereo speakers provide loud, realistic sound. Cesar can create lightning and firework flashes with the help of a strobe light, while water hoses provide the sound and feel of rain for the hurricane simulation.
Okay, so now we're gonna give the treadmill a different purpose. This is gonna be more for psychological purpose than exercise purpose. Normally, we use the treadmill to drain physical energy, but this time is gonna be used to keep Gavin engaged in moving forward, because when he experienced firecrackers, thunderstorm, in war or gun scenario, he normally flights or become very terrified. Perfect state, good state of mind. It's working good, huh?
Yeah.
We know that what we want is the best for him. So Gavin, this is your trailer. Bad choice. There you go. Good job. To know the whole trailer very well. Come on. Very nice. Good. Very nice. So we have the magic, the carrots. Up, up. Very good. Good boy. Good boy. 2 miles. We're gonna start with 2 miles. See how she do. Very good, buddy. Good boy. That's the rain. He's doing good. He's doing great. It's working. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Go. Search. 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 Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Speak. Good boy. Speak. Ha ha. That's my soldier. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Good buddy. Good boy. Everything. Yeah. Good boy. Come on. There we go. Success. Good boy.
Cesar uses a trip to the pool as a reward for successfully completing each virtual scenario.
Come on, let's go in the water. You like the water. Come on. Let's go. Up. Nice. So that was great. It was awesome. Very successful. I think this is this is like the blueprint for the rest of the dogs that have problems with thunderstorm, firecrackers. That's the answer.
Next, Cesar ups the ante by introducing more intense sounds to the virtual reality trailer, including the firing of a starter's pistol.
Go. Good boy. Keep there up. Come on, come on.
Cesar takes the exercise to the next level by bringing Gavin to a local shooting range, accompanied by a Ridgeback boxer mix named Chipper.
This is going to be a great big day for Gavin. We've been working really hard at home, at the center, but this is the real deal. So this is the day where you have to wear the pack leader shirt. This is the day where you have to be at the highest level of calmness and higher level of positivity, meaning you have to be super assertive. Come on, buddy, let's go. Just things like that. Look, he wants to dig himself in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right, so you grab her. Let's go. Now we're gonna go. Let's go meet the guy who's gonna help us with the gunshot. We gotta receive. We're already surrounded by gunshots and by shots and everything. He's not shaking. That's a big deal for Gavin, as you remember. All right, my friend. Well, thank you for helping Gavin and myself.
Yeah.
Look, she doesn't care about what's happening right here, so that's why we need her. So I'm gonna go back and forth, guys, and you guys do your thing. You pull whenever you want to pull.
Pull.
Let's go.
Pull.
Come on, this is a good one. Come on. Ha-ha. Come on. Soldier.
Pull.
Ha. Let's go. Ha.
Pull.
Okay, let me focus with Gavin. Let's go. Hup, hup. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Cesar brings a kiddie pool as Gavin's reward.
Let's go. Ha ha ha. There we go. Ah, that feels good. Ah, that feels good. Ah, ah. Now, why water? Why water? Well, we're working with a Labrador. Labradors believe that water is the greatest thing on earth. So he did it, physical, psychological activities, body, mind, then you have to reward. Look at that. That's right, buddy. You're doing it. Look at that. Very calming. Come on, buddy. Let's go back. Head high, buddy. One more. He can do one more. That's right. He's in avoidance state. There we go. I'm supporting you, buddy. I'm supporting you. Understand, he's not fleeing. How do we know we're improving his psychological fear to the sound, right? He's not fleeing. He's not fleeing. He's avoiding, but at the same time, he's also submitting.
Pull.
Hit up. There we go. Hit up. Hit up. Nice. Just looking at it now. Just looking at it. No tension on the leash. No tension.
Pull.
Just support. Look at that. Trust. And love, of course. He's very respectful, but he didn't trust the owner when the sound was around and they were not able to block him. There we go. Nice. That was a good one. Now we move to the pool. Let's go to the pool. Come on. Let's go to the pool. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Tell me if that face doesn't look happy. Tell me if that face doesn't look happy. That's right, nobody's gonna die of a heart attack anymore. Oh, what a great relief. This is beautiful. Come on, buddy, go down. Feel the whole water, there we go. Oh my God, we're surrounded by gunshots and sounds and all that stuff. You know, you hear that? That was big, that's huge. Feels good, it feels good, look at that. Head up means proud. Head up means pride, that's right. Head up means pride, buddy. Look at that. You can change the physiology in so many ways. And you change the physiology, you change the mind. Or you change the mind, you change the body. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. This way, right now we are changing his mind through the water. The water, he can't help himself just to be relaxed. No shaking, no shaking. So at one point in his life, he learned that sound creates the same reaction as the scent. So, you know, nose, eyes, ears. So the nose tells the brain, when you find something, do this. So we know you found something. But then, for whatever reason, I wasn't there, we were not there, the sound triggered the same reaction. So the ears and the sound was creating the same reaction that he became totally confused. Once he was confused, he became afraid, and that's when you saw the whole shaking, the whole shaking. He's not an ATF right now. He's a Labrador, and that was my goal, to bring the dog in him, to bring the Labrador in him. I'm very happy, very proud of him. He's a soldier, he's a trooper. All right, soldier, let's go. Look at that. Very nice. Go. Whoa. Whoa. That's it? All right! All righty, buddy. I'm gonna celebrate, yeah. Come on. Just walking it out. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Good boy, guy. Somebody's gonna eat a good meal today. I don't care what Ellie says. She doesn't want me to give him a piece of chicken or anything, man. That's not fair. Look at him. He knows something going on. Nobody has a better nose than him. That's really nice. That's really nice. As always, every time somebody finish rehab, it's sad to see them go. At the same time as what it needs to happen. Obviously, they have to go back home. And after 70 days here being at the center, it's hard not to love a guy like Gavin, you know. So this is the epitome of love. I mean, unconditional. But at the same time, he has his issues, and that's why he's here. But so let's reunite, you know. We work really hard for this case, so. Come on in, boys and girls. Come on in.
Hey, buddy. Hey, dummy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, in that note, let's take him in that note. Let's go to the...
Now you know who it is.
Now you know who we are.
Now you know.
Atta boy.
You know.
Atta boy.
Yeah. You gained 2 pounds.
She did.
You did. You
Hey,
did.
we gave him all the carrots in the world.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Okay, let me show you one thing. Because he's in such a great state of mind, I just want to go with that flow.
Sure.
And I want to show you what we create for him. So come over here. You have to go on the treadmill. He goes in there, they just walk. Come on, buddy.
Gavin, up. Gavin, up. It was really interesting in the trailer that the noises were authentic, and I could see a change in him from those. But he was, moving forward, and he did not shut down and just stop.
But see, the treadmill keeps him in there. He's doing it psychologically. It's not a leash there, so he's doing it because you told him to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So this way you become stronger than the fear. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Yeah!
That's funny.
Yeah.
He hauled, to go running in the pool. And that was great to see. And he had never, he was way beyond the point of doing that for us for at least the last, year and a half, maybe even 2 years. So that was really good to see.
Cesar demonstrates a sound test he uses to keep Gavin moving forward.
See, before he would have tried to take off. Come on, let's go. So, when he's in that state, like this will be not the right time to give affection like that. Let's do raise his head. See, it changes the state.
It's a little discouraging to see that I could notice a change in the way he was with Cesar. He started to revert back to the way he was with us because they're here. So we are bringing, in Cesar's words, that negative energy from what he remembered before. He started to associate it again because there was the quivering and everything else that I don't believe he was doing with Cesar, within the last week or so. This is something he made up for you while he was here. He's a miracle dog. So we just wanted to say thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
For all the help.
Thanks, buddy. You did a really good one.
Yeah, your tail wag going. Yes, a boy.
In Cesar's world, all dogs are created equal. But Gavin has earned a special place in Cesar's heart.
During Gavin's stay at the center, he and I were really hard to overcome his issues with post-traumatic stress. Gavin's owner, LA, reports that all our intensive rehab has totally paid off.
This is Gavin. He's about a month back from Cesar's place right now, and since Gavin's been back, we've had several storms, including heavy lightning, thunder, rain. He's been exposed to a lot of different sounds. I was at work a couple of days ago doing a walk through a building, and they tested their fire alarm system, and it was quite loud, strobe lights, buzzing, whistling noises. Gavin immediately sat down, handed his leash to a friend of mine, and I took his sister Ellie, and we just walked, and Gavin picked right up and kept on going. So I know that Cesar definitely did make a difference for him. So I just want to say thank you very much, Cesar, for what you did for us. And Gavin says, come join us anytime. The invitation to go for a boat ride is always open.
Thanks, LA. I could never resist the chance to hang out with my buddy Gavin. Gavin, you are a special dog and a real American hero. It was an honor to work with you and for you, buddy.
Shake. Cody, shake. Good boy. Yeah! High five. Good one.
I started noticing something was a little bit off. If I'd throw a toy, it'd take him a minute to find it. Also noticed in pictures, when you take a picture of him, it's a flash in the eyes. It just started getting bigger and bigger. Didn't really pay much attention to it.
When Olivia noticed Cody's vision problems getting worse, she sought help.
So I took him to the ophthalmologist, and the second she walked in the room, she didn't even look at him yet. She just walked in the room and she said, "Oh, we have a blind dog today." And I said, No, he's not blind. He's having trouble seeing, but he's not blind. And she goes, "Sorry to tell you, his left eye, he doesn't have any vision in it, and his right eye, it's deteriorating."
Cody suffered from congenital retinal atrophy, a degenerative disease that almost always results in complete blindness. 2 weeks after the veterinarian's diagnosis, Cody lost his sight completely.
I remember the very day he lost the other eye, he kind of went into shock. He was just kind of walking, and then suddenly he had a seizure. And then that night, he was running into things badly.
Hey, oops.
I had to, you know, get rid of my furniture. I had to pick up after myself more, you know, just anything little. I baby-proofed the house almost.
Step, step. Good boy.
He's a sacrifice, but he's brought me more joy. He's been my roommate since I was 17. I'm 25 now.
Okay. Okay, stop.
He's my responsibility, and in a way, I'm his responsibility. He watches out for me, too. He's just, you know, he's the love of my life.
Cody, there's a step there. Careful.
I should be alpha to him, but it turns out he's alpha with me. And even my guests that come over. This is my mom and this is my dad. He starts barking.
That's mean. No.
He'll go into his cage, stay there, and bark.
Come here.
For the entire time. The entire time.
Come on, gotta get you out.
And when you try to get him out of the carrier, you know.
Cody.
That's what happened this morning. I had to put the oven mitt on.
Come on out. Okay, no, no. Stop, 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 stop.
And he chewed through the oven mitt.
Stop, stop.
Oh, God. And now he's devised a new plan to pull the oven mitt off of me and then get my hand. It's reminiscent of a nervous breakdown when he goes into one of these rage fits.
I would have torn my finger off. It's throbbing right now.
I've reached kind of the last straw here. I don't know what else to do.
Stay. Stay.
So I need a miracle, and basically Cesar's that, so.
Cody, no.
Cesar met Olivia at a television newsroom where he was making an appearance. He is intrigued by Cody's story and decides to help.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Oh, Cody.
Well,
He does not like having people over. Stop. Stop. I learned that from you.
you're almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah,
I
almost
know.
there.
It's taking time, but he's
Yeah.
just...
You don't see total surrendering.
When I came into the household, Cody was sharing this frantic energy, like this. This is the energy that I experienced when I came in there.
Watch out. No, no, no. Walk this way.
But instead of Olivia sharing a calm conversation, she shared, "Oh, Cody, so I'm over here. Mommy's right here."
Come here.
Olivia was very nervous, very overprotective, not a healthy leadership, you know? And so the dog can only get fed instability.
The way you're trying to help him, you know, overprotecting,
Yeah.
when you're telling, come here, baby, you know, your energy that
I'm
you're sharing at that time is not very
Nervous.
healthy.
Right.
You know,
it's
nervous
nervous
and
energy.
insecure.
I'm nervous for him, so he becomes nervous.
You're nervous and you feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's not gonna help.
Let's go. We're gonna go for a ride in the car.
He was already unstable. Then human, by feeling guilty or sorry or nervous about it, is feeding that energy. It's not what you're saying, it's the energy you're feeding, you know? Can we feel sorry for a blind dog? You can. Are you gonna help him? No.
I'm a mess. I'm pretty sure it's me.
You're a good-looking mess.
So I think he feeds off of me.
So what's going on right there?
This is what he
What
does.
does that mean?
This
right
is
there?
what he wants attention.
I want to see you in action. I want to see you in action.
Oh, is this a bottle? Arrgh. Okay. When we're playing with something, I can get it from him because he knows it's a toy. If
Okay.
it's something that he knows isn't a toy and that he shouldn't have, that's when he goes after, you know, and he...
How do you think he knows that? Is it him reading
It's
books?
probably my voice. I think he can detect when I really mean it and when I'm faking it.
See, you're focusing on the sound and not on the energy you're given before the sound.
Since he can't rely on my body language anymore,
Yeah.
my voice means everything.
What about scent?
Scent? Well, how do you give off anger
Well,
or...
close your eyes.
All
Just
right,
close your eyes.
Yeah.
What?
I smell watermelon.
Yeah, where is? Keep
Oh,
closing
where
your
is
eyes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in front of you, right, left, where?
There.
That's as far as you went with your nose.
Yeah.
But
I really have a bad sense of smell.
yeah, well, everybody does. That's
Yeah.
what, you know, we don't find drugs with our nose. So you're trying to help him through using human psychology. which in your case, you're constantly trying to save him from hurting himself, but it's not really helping him because he's not relying on his own instincts.
Right. Right.
Cesar decides to try and lure Cody out of his lair with the scent of treats.
But also by doing this, aren't I encouraging this behavior because he'll get a treat?
Yeah, but you're not gonna give it to him when he's in that state. You're just using the scent to get him out.
All right, let's see.
What we're making the brain do is to move forward. We're not giving him anything, we're just presenting the scent.
What do we accomplish when he actually comes out?
That he came out without a struggle.
But then he goes right back in again.
Then you block.
What if it's under the couch?
Well,
I can't block the couch.
I think, like anything in life, you do one step at a time,
Yeah.
right? So you're already moving to, what about the building? What about the helicopter? We haven't even accomplished this, and you're already way over there.
I was experiencing a human who was in the past and the future, and really obsessive energy that I don't really know how to call it. But I think the roots of it is guilt and feeling sorry. So that can disempower any human, even though it's a loving human.
You have to tap the floor.
No.
Oh,
You have to find it with his nose. Otherwise, I'm doing the whole work for him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm here to challenge him.
Yeah.
If I tell him where everything is,
Then.
I'm not helping.
No.
100%. So I'm really making him psychologically blind.
He knows it's there. He's being stubborn. Okay, he found it.
He didn't know it was there. If it was there, he would have eaten it.
Yeah. But we're rewarding him.
No, you think we're rewarding him. We're not struggling going in there and getting the animal out of the den.
He shouldn't be in there barking to begin with, right?
Yeah, but the easiest way for us to influence this is if we get him out of there. When they're already hiding, more likely for anybody to get bitten.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put my hands in there and get him out of there physically. I'm going to psychologically get him out of there.
Okay.
I corrected that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let him tell me, I'm
Tell
gonna
you when-
manipulate you.
yeah.
Come on, I'm growling, you should give me the food. No, I'm not her. I'm a whole different scent.
Right. So now he's out. This is what he wanted. In essence, he's drawn me back to his carrier, where he is, barking incessantly, and then I've lured him out.
You just have to give it up.
Give what up?
That he's a human first.
Okay.
And I'm not saying give it up forever, I'm just saying put him in a different order.
Mm-hmm.
He's animal, dog, breed, human. That's how you can see him, you know what I mean?
Right.
Every single time he goes into that state,
Yeah.
the physical, psychological touch comes into his brain to snap him out of it.
Right.
Now I'm blocking him from going back in there. So I'm suggesting a different choice. A lot of animals will go into their den or where they feel most comfortable of.
Right.
This is just obsession, you know what I mean?
Right.
This is, you know.
He is. He's
I'm
a
just
little
like-
Howard Hughes, but to, you know, in the same essence, him being sort of an anxious sort.
Hey. There we go.
Oh.
That's all right, that's all right. Very good. We're claiming the box. If you don't want him to go back, and then you just gotta claim the box. So he's doing his normal behavior. He's touching me, but he's not switching my energy.
Okay. If you were to try to put him on his back right now, all hell would break loose.
Yeah, that's good. That's right. Don't share that energy.
I hate this.
What?
Oh no, he's. Oh, you. All right, he's not biting you. Great.
But look at the energy that is touching the body. That's good. That's very terrier. We've seen this many times. That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. Okay. that he makes that sound.
He's not a tame animal.
No, I know. It's not fixed. He can launch right back into that again.
Well, yeah, he lives with you.
I know.
But look at the energy.
You're so calm. I'm a nervous wreck because I know what he's capable of, and
I'm not thinking about how many times he bit you. I'm thinking about how can I make him calm. That's living in the now.
Okay.
Now, you live in the past, you get what the past gives you.
Okay.
Bad experiences. You know,
Right.
At least for today. At least for today. Force yourself, if you can, just to live in the now.
Okay.
And then you give affection when he's in that state.
He's hot and bothered.
And he's also what?
Calm.
Surrendering.
Yeah.
The reason why he calmed down is because I didn't feel sorry for him. I treated him as he was a normal dog.
See how you got up?
Yeah.
So I honor his dog way of being, his identity. I let him be a dog around me. So can he trust me? Of course. Can he respect me? Of course.
Well,
Come on, do it.
okay.
No, think about it. Just do it.
All right. Well, he's being good now.
Take advantage of it.
Okay. So like that?
Yeah.
On his side?
Yeah, on the side.
Okay. He wouldn't do this for me typically. I have to.
All right, just focus on what we're doing right now.
What we're doing right
Yeah.
now. Okay. Let's stop.
You're focusing on what happened in the past. There you go. Nice.
Good boy.
Did you did that one or no?
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. And I let him get up?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he surrendered.
Okay. I think Cesar helped me see something that I wasn't doing before. I didn't think I was looking at him as Cody, my blind dog. Obviously, I need to work on my energy, and I need to work on how I see him. I'm gonna work on this like you wouldn't believe.
I think you can do it. I totally believe you can do it.
I will do it. No, I will do it. I'm really taking this seriously, and I've done it for his blindness, so I know I can do it for his behavior. And I think that he and I are both gonna be a lot happier. And maybe it'll change, you know, other things in my life. I hope so.
I love Rottweilers. They're loyal, they're protective, they're a lot of fun, they have a sense of humor. They're almost like a little personality. Buffy's wonderful. Great with people once she knows them, very protective, very active. She's just a great friend. I board and I breed horses with my stallion. I also show and sell horses, so it's a lot of work.
Although Buffy is not an official member of the staff, she works hard to try and control Karen's entire operation.
Buffy tries to help out, and it's just not in a good way.
Anytime anyone tries to use the pen with one of the horses, she runs around the pen barking, just going crazy. Just around and around, she won't stop. She wants the attention and she wants to take control of the situation. Nothing seems to work. If I'm alone and working horses, I put her on a sit-stay, and as soon as I go into the corral, she's up and running around.
Buffy will run around licking at the fence until her tongue bleeds.
She's basically just obsessed.
It's strange. I know it just can't be good for her.
There's a huge responsibility and liability if she were ever to hurt anybody's horse or hurt anybody that boards their horse here. It would be a disaster.
Cesar originally encountered Buffy and Karen at one of his book signing appearances. Buffy seemed determined to make sure Cesar noticed her.
So I guess we met before.
We did.
at the event, and your dog decided to jump on the table.
Yeah, Buffy decided she just, I think she thought she was in an agility course. She loves jumping up on picnic tables, obviously book signings.
So how can I help you?
I have a real problem with Buffy with my horses. As you can see, we have an exercise pen basically in our backyard. She is obsessed with the horses. She's obsessed with the babies. If I try locking her in the house, we have gates up against all our picture windows because she will just jump at the windows and bark. I basically can't spend any time with my own dog. I work during the week 9 hours. I get up an hour or two before that to feed the horses before I go, and then I feed them at night when I get home. So it's dark and it's late and I'm tired and, you know, I have all the normal excuses, but...
That's very nice of you.
I have them down.
Yeah, there you go. Very kind of you. That's good.
But I don't walk her as much as I should. It seems like every spare moment I have is working around the ranch, and I just want her to enjoy that with me and just enjoy being out in the yard.
You can't even give her a command like stay, you know, the typical stuff that people learn.
No, I try. It's just the whole time I sit here, I'm fighting with her, and I know there has to be a better way.
So you don't have any kind of help, and son, husband, anybody can walk her before you start doing that?
No, I'm single. Just me.
And you can't make time to walk her before that?
During the week, there's no way.
No way.
No, not during the week. I'm up at 4:30, and I know your days are probably longer than that, but to me, it's just by the time I get home at 5 and get everybody fed, it's, you know, like 7, I get up at the house and I eat, and I'm in bed by 9.
But you get to work, huh? She doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Because you have the environment to have, like, the perfect dog.
I know.
You know, but it's like you're not utilizing the environment, so the environment is controlling you, and of course she's part of the environment, so she's controlling you too.
Right.
So, you know, this is unusual because people normally don't have this in their backyard.
Yes, I'm very blessed.
Yeah. So let's see how she does with, I can put my rollerblades and drain her energy, but like you said, that's not reality. So let's see how we can do without exercise. We're just gonna go straight to discipline then.
Okay.
Balanced discipline, not a harsh discipline.
Right, okay.
Right.
Hey, watch out.
Karen was straightforward with me and said, you know, I have no time to exercise. So I have to pretty much honor her reality.
Stay.
So, you know, I said, well, let's just skip exercise and let's go straight to discipline, straight to rules, boundaries, limitations, and see how much we can get out of it. We know Rottweilers were called butcher dogs. And horses are prey animal, and dogs are predators. So predator mixed with Rottweiler makes it very powerful, versus predator mixed with Chihuahua, not too powerful. So you have to stop predator. Don't stop the Rottweiler, stop predator.
Come here, Barbie. Come here, little girl.
It's not feeling it. Hey.
Come on, move over so I can catch the baby.
Down. Down.
Easy. It's okay. Come on.
It's very intense, very intense.
Easy.
All right, so I'm gonna exercise over here while she's doing that.
There we go. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Stay. 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 Stay.
Girl.
Stay. Come here.
Let's walk. Come on. Come on. Let's walk.
Stay. Down. Stay.
Buffy lives in a ranch but doesn't have a job. You can't live in a ranch and not have a job. You feel out of place. What are you doing there? Just do whatever you want. We know that animals enjoy animals, there's no doubt about it. But in a predator world, if you don't stop them from being predator, they can just go after any other animal. It's very difficult to control an animal when they're excited, especially if they go into a herding mode, like herding, or predator mode, or territorial mode. So if you get that excitement first and then the other comes in, it's gonna be hard to control that. So when she went in that intensity over there, it was very hard for her to feel the correction. That's what I remove, and I started going into activities that she normally, well, that she did at once. Heel, sit, stay, she did it once. So she went into a working mode. So I'm gonna ask you, just, you know, just for right now, to already start putting in your agenda, 4:30 in the morning, from 4:34 to 5:35, sit down, stay calm, heels, you know? To get into that zone before you get into the horse state. Like I say, with the horse, you're calm, talkative, but with the dogs, you're excited, talkative.
Okay.
So you can't switch. Because the horse is a horse, but the dog is a human. Why? You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm not saying not to love her as a human. I'm just saying not right now. Because right now, she's being animal predator. That's prey, this is predator. So in order for you to create the balance, both of them, the prey and the predator, have to be neutral.
Okay.
Because the predator moves forward and the prey runs away. And that's how they're going to keep her in a predator mode. The more they fly, the more she stays in that.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's easier to control a predator than control a prey guy.
Yeah, it is.
Because they run, I mean, they're... You understand? And that triggers this. Why are you afraid? Why are you always afraid? So there's really no balanced energy. So right now, what we are becoming the balanced energy. We're becoming like the mediator. You guys stay calm, submissive. She's gonna stay calm, submissive.
Okay.
That's how they're gonna become a pack. Even though they're not same species, they can have same state of mind.
His whole concept of being balanced, it just came together today for me. I mean, I've always watched the show and I've heard him say that, and it's so true when he actually comes out and you see it. He explained things so easily that it just clicks. Sit. Down. Stay.
They're more assertive in the state.
Stay.
She's doing it on her own. Very good. Look at the response of the horse now, because the dog is not all over them. Much easier. It flows. It flows. You can feel it. It flows. I think you can do it on your own.
Incredible.
I think you can definitely do it on your own. So now, eventually, that will be the place. Go to your place. That's the place. You choose the place you want. But in your mind, at the moment you wake up, you have to see how it looks like. And then you go after. Otherwise, they see that you don't have a vision. So they're going to fulfill something.
Cesar brings Daddy into the picture to help teach Buffy the proper way to behave around horses.
All right, so now we're gonna practice this exercise. So I brought Daddy just for you to see. Okay, I'm gonna have Daddy laying down, you know, there, so she has a role model at least, you know, to copy. Just having Daddy around just give us some leverage.
Okay.
You know, just like a horse learn from another horse, a dog learn from another dog.
Okay. Stay.
Very good. That was a good signal. Stay. Come on. Yep. So that was a very typical thing, you know, that whole, that gets her excited. So now she have to learn that means relaxation. This is good. She's doing really good. Karen embraces more being a horse person than a dog person. When Karen works with the horse, she is this assertive woman. But with the dog, she allowed the brain to escalate. And as we know, animals escalate in a matter of 1 second. You can miss 1 second.
Whoops.
Hey.
Good boy. Good fella.
I asked for more this time. It was no physical touch, it was just the approach. And so she got it. She lowered the head. So she's giving it up. That's the beauty of dogs. They just give up. I'm gonna go try that stuff. So far I have ride horses, rancheria horses. Hey, no. Can you show me?
Sure. Sure, you're a quick study.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Daddy. He's an old retired boy.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Try to stay more towards the rear end. Yeah, body language is big with them.
Yeah,
if you
show
get
me.
too far forward, they'll
That's
actually
right.
stop.
So I was too straight, huh? That's a dog person.
Uh-huh.
Dog person
now we
do
know
this
when we
and
get
horse
the
person do
sideways.
this. Well, see, that's why we have to learn to work with both. Buffy was sharp. She got it really fast. Once I saw that she didn't move from the place that I left her, that was it. That was pretty much it. And then it's okay, let's do another horse. For a dog, one horse doesn't mean all of them. You have to do all of them for her to see that it's with everybody, she have to behave the same way. This time, you know, when we brought this excited horse, it was somebody else controlling the horse. So this time, Karen can give 100% observation to Buffy.
Stay.
Hey, that's just the whip. Like I said, the whip definitely breeds like that and gets them into a very protecting way of being. Hey, see my touch? Hey, see my touch right there? Right there, touch. That's exciting. There we go. One thing that a lot of people don't know, the daddy knows, is that he is really good as a personal protection dog. So I feel very safe. I feel very safe when I leave daddy with my family, when I leave daddy with my kids, because he has been trained to protect. And so the whip to him represented, get ready for combat. Daddy was reacting to a sound. We never practiced whip among animals, which that's what he learned today. Right? Whip around animals doesn't mean you gotta get ready for combat.
It was really interesting to me to see Cesar have a time when he had to correct Daddy, because it shows that it's an ongoing process all the time, and it makes me feel a little better about the fact that I am going to have to continue working to keep her at the place that I want her to be.
See, I expose Daddy to new situations. We don't skip one day of practicing new things. That's how I maintain him balanced, because I do exercise, discipline, affection. It's about that. It's about never stopping providing balance to them. They just need guidance, and it's our job to give the guidance.
I've never had her just lay here like this.
We haven't seen a dog chewing the grass, as you described. We haven't seen a dog licking at anything, because we have not allowed the brain to escalate.
Okay.
So you're never gonna see obsession if you don't allow the brain to escalate.
So one of the main things I think that I was having a problem with is just letting her out, to come out with me, letting her just run down and think that it's playtime.
Yes.
And then I go in with the horse and she just continues basically doing whatever she wants.
Right.
Rather than knowing that we're coming down, there's gonna be some rules and this is how it's gonna be.
How are you thinking like that? You were not thinking. What were you thinking? You were not thinking. That's pretty much it. You broke it down to the more simplest way of being. So again, we skip the exercise. This is all psychological. So it only becomes easier if you exercise.
This is so great. I'm so happy.
Yes, right. You look relaxed.
I am. This is so wonderful. It's going to be a lot easier for me because I can get things done faster out here because she'll be behaving, and that'll give me the energy and the time to maybe take her for a walk or, you know, go to dog park more often or just do more fun things. For her and I, this is like the beginning of a new stage in our lives. So we fixed me so that she will be fixed.
Thanks God.
Hello, yay! Up. One of my friends walked into a little pet store and she said, hey, come down, just look at this little dog, it's so cute. And I absolutely fell in love with Chloe. So yeah, I wasn't planning on going home with her, but I went home with a Peek-A-Poo that day. Monica just fell in love with her. She was this tiny, sweet, little, innocent fur ball. Sweet as can be and really, really good. She learned everything really quickly. She does paw, the other paw. She can balance up on her hind legs. She does everything. She got along with Lily. I already had Lily. Are you my baby. She's just so lovable and so affectionate. I don't know where things went wrong. She started just getting really possessive over things, over toys, over objects that she wasn't supposed to have, and she slowly stopped listening to Monica. Chloe, stop. No! 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 The first time when I saw the aggressive growling when I was brushing her, she bit me that day. She happened to come across the nail file in my purse. Mommy! As soon as she knows I'm about to take it from her, she'll go, "Rrr." She'll latch onto it and will not drop it. Drop it. She lunges up on her hind legs like a bear, and she'll like lunge after me and try to attack me. No! Frankly, I'm scared of her. No! Monica's completely lost control of her. Whatever I'm doing or I'm not doing, I'm making her worse. Chloe, you just bit Mommy. Cesar, please help me. I'm at my wit's end. She controls my life.
When dog behavior expert Cesar Milan tackles a case, he comes in looking for clues from both dog and human about what made a once promising relationship suddenly turn sour.
With the mohawk and everything. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your help.
This is it? This is what I'm here for?
She's not what she seems, but
Really?
You'll see.
Okay. Well, I like this part.
Yeah. I think she's just extremely dominant. I'm in tears all the time. Because her mood dictates my day. I mean, if I have a bad day with Chloe, I have a bad day.
I mean, I notice a big difference when I come home, and I can tell when Monica's upset. I'm like, Chloe acted up again, didn't she?
That's a big deal. Forget about the aggression. Is that you're being influenced by the mood of a dog.
Yeah.
You know, and your whole entire life.
It's awful.
So the ripple that she has is the power that she has is incredible. So the only way we can stop this power is by you prioritizing in a different way. That it makes her a follower, not a leader, and that her state of mind doesn't mean anything in your state of mind.
And when I go up to her and I go, "Oh my God, Chloe, what do you have in your mouth?" Da-da-da-da-da, then she's cool. But as soon as I go, "Chloe, what's in your mouth? Drop that right now," she'll start going, because I don't think she feels challenged when I come at her with that voice.
Right.
Then she's not feeling challenged and she's fine. As soon as it's a challenge, it's like...
Obviously, she doesn't believe that the other self is more natural to you.
Yeah.
The high pinch is more natural to you. And because that way of being makes you, in a way, control the situation and snap the brain out of it, it works. So you stick to the way it works.
I had a Pekingese growing up, and she lived to be about 17, and her entire life, all I remember is she was the unpredictable, mean, snappy dog. That was the one thing, if I got a dog, I didn't want her to end up like Teeny, because everyone's like, "Ooh," you know, it became this joke, like, Teeny's so mean, and that, you know, that hurts. And that was a...
That's so sweet.
Okay. That was the one thing I didn't want Chloe to end up like that. When I started seeing the aggression, I'm like, I don't know. You know, looking back, I don't know where things went wrong. I just know she's like this now.
But before you seen the aggression, did you said, "I don't want Chloe to be like my other dog"?
Maybe. I think I felt like once I started seeing that, I was like, oh no, it's another Teeny.
Yeah, like
don't be another Teeny.
So the funny part is that when we said that's not what we want, that's what it becomes reality. Because it's a past experience that you got going on, you know, from a dog named Tiny.
Teeny.
So Teeny. So you don't want this to come back, you know, to the life that you live now. So even though that happens in the past, by you giving power to the past, you can bring it in the now. It just becomes the reality.
I think what I get from her is fulfillment, you know? I think that's probably the area of my life that she satisfies, you know?
A good pack leader is there for the pack. A bad pack leader is there for themselves.
My bad pack leader?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Sorry, honey. Yes.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Because it's a selfish way of loving somebody. You know, you're fulfilling your needs through her first, instead of fulfilling her needs. And you're also thinking, I don't want what happened to me in the past to happen again. But guess what? That's exactly what you create.
Yeah.
This is difficult. You see, you remember? You all right? I'm holding like the mom.
Oh no, I'm feeling bad that she's doing this to you.
Oh no, she's not doing it to me.
Okay.
She was doing it to him. You know? So I went, grabbed the neck, grab him, sit, relax, then we let it go. Yes, the dog is biting, but at the same time, the human is creating a very, very negative energy, very, very weak energy that is making the dog get into that state of mind. Somebody have to play the leadership role. So a fearful person and a weak person can be the pack leader, because when a dog starts attacking you, you are going to start losing trust. So you get to a point where there's no trust, no respect. There's no relationship there. None. Zero.
While Cesar often coaches clients to become firmer and more assertive with their dogs, he notices that Chloe doesn't believe Monica when she tries to be tough, but instead responds to Monica's gentler side.
And then you start already practicing the now way of being versus the past way of being.
Cesar instructs Monica to try and retrieve a bully stick from Chloe, but this time using her calm, soothing, honest self.
Sit.
Very nice.
Drop it. Drop it. Wanna be a good girl for me and drop it?
That's beautiful.
Take it, baby.
That's
Do I
beautiful.
reward her and say, yay, honey, good drop.
That was beautiful.
So much.
I'm about to cry.
Just like
That was beautiful. Once you went into that state, you get that response. Okay, let's do it again. She's quick.
Chloe, sit. Sit. Come on. Sit. Drop it. Come on, babies. Drop it. Be a good girls. Drop it. Drop it.
Don't pull.
Oh, no.
Yeah. At the moment you pull, she pulls back and then becomes competition.
Drop it. You know how to drop it. Show me how. Drop. Drop it.
Nice. One thing about, creating behavior in anybody, in anything, in any animal, is you can't put time.
Yeah.
You just have to learn to stay there until they do it. So eventually, it just happens faster than. So the first one was quicker than the second one. But what really happened is you got the stick. And because you were consistent and patient about it, she felt no resistance to it. Just don't change the style.
Yeah.
Don't change the style, it works. And then she learned that this is who you really are. This is the person that she knows. The other person you're not comfortable with. So you're faking. Right now, you are not faking. This is who you are.
Yeah.
Monica realized what her true strength is. Her strength is that sweet side of her. She thought that in order to get what she wants, she needed to be in a way that she didn't feel comfortable with. Some people can control situations with a calm energy and still have a sense of assertiveness, but it's a light touch. Another way of presenting this is as an iron fist with a velvet glove, It's strong inside, but it's soft outside. Chloe is a dog that you can easily control with that type of energy.
Is that Mommy's nail file?
Good girl. Even if it's an accident, you can reward the accident. Because it's a positive thing to reward. Yeah.
Usually she'll snatch it up if she knows I'm going to get it. I'm gonna go get it.
Especially if you move like the way you did right now, that's competition. So if it's there, you claim it. You see that she's not moving forward, you go and you remove. But if you go,
yeah.
then you create
Actually,
competition.
It's like, I gotta get it before she comes after me. Before she
Who's faster? Who's faster? Animals are quicker.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, this is mine right now.
There you go. Getting closer to my object. No, this is my object, right? Then the walk. Okay. It's a calm, assertive way of being.
Yeah.
It's then the quick way of being.
Right.
The quickness create a quick reaction. You know, so you don't want to create quickness in her or speed. You just want to keep it calm.
Calm.
The approach that you did right there was a very calm approach. So you don't create anything else.
Yeah, usually I see it and I stomp and I go, Chloe, and I'm walking across the room and I'm like, that is not yours, put it down. And as soon as she hears me, she's like,
Yeah. But that's not really you.
That's so interesting. I think I thought I had to be, you know, I thought I was being too sweet and nice, so I started to do this. You know what, I'm gonna be firm and, you know, mean and make her listen to me and
Yeah,
I think
firm
that's so
doesn't mean mean.
Yeah.
Your strength is your sweetness.
Yeah.
You know,
So I think that's interesting
so you
that
use
she's
your
like,
strength, you don't use something that you are not.
right.
She gets confused by you switching to a self that is not organic to you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's right.
Chloe?
And then you block. Don't use the name. Just
Don't use the name.
Just the energy.
Sit.
Nice. Good girl. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
So it's nothing wrong giving dog affection as you're giving affection to the right state of mind. She's in front of the object, but she can't touch it.
Right.
But she's getting something instead that is affection. Is it making sense?
Yeah. My light bulb moment was when you said that when I'm not being my true self, she knows that and she's like, she doesn't trust me.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, wow.
So if she can trust you, she can respect you.
Right.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Really, yeah, it's really true.
Do you want to try some grooming?
Yes. No, don't try it, do it.
Caesar engages Monica in a relaxing discussion to help create a calming energy that she will pass on to Chloe as she brushes her.
Tell me about home.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
Well, my family's still there.
Yeah?
And I was born and raised there, and I think it's an amazing place to grow up.
Really?
And it's always refreshing when I go home because it's so much slower paced and everyone's relaxed and, you know.
Yeah. That's the energy you have to share with her.
Yeah. This is
Don't
like
become LA energy.
running through the green fields of Kentucky.
That's right.
Happy clouds. Kentucky. And this is usually where she gets a little...
No, don't think
Oh,
about
sorry.
that. Yeah. Shh. I got it. Shh. That's good. Okay, keep it. See that the bite right there.
Right.
Shh. Hey. Shh. Very nice. So as you see, her growling is not escalating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's roll over and do the other side.
Okay.
Good girl. That's not so bad.
And of course, you know, repetitions makes you do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Right there. Shh. Hey. You're getting the protesting mode. That's good. Don't make it mean anything. This is when you get to work. Shh. Now, the more she protests, the more we get to the rehabilitation. This is when you really get to work.
Yeah.
When she gives you this state of mind and you stay the same way you were when she was calm.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Hey. Shh. Hey. Right there. Then relax. So she's gonna try, hey, I have enough. No. A little longer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're saying. You know,
Okay.
but that we're not being mean about it. We've been firm about it, in discipline about it, but not mean about it.
Mhm.
So it's no 1 second of meanness.
Yeah.
There we go.
And do I tap her?
You stop, that's right, you grab right here. Hey. Hey. But don't shh. There we go.
Ah.
Nice.
I think the most surprising is how simple it really is. I believed in Cesar from the beginning, but I really thought that it was going to be a lot harder. I just need to start with myself. I need to start with my own energy, and she trusts the real me, and so I just have to believe it, and I need to pass that on to her. And if that works, that works.
It's never too late to bring trust back. So today we experience a soft level of assertiveness, and it works. So if this is who you are, keep it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Got it?
Yeah. Good.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Feel better?
Yes.
It's amazing how just changing your energy and changing your attitude and your way of thinking can affect dogs and really life, anything in life. Things are gonna change. I can really tell a difference just through the time that we had with Cesar.
Chloe, Mommy's so proud of you. You're so good.
Bye, ladies.
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. You gonna stay like that all day?
If you really want to change your dog's unwanted behavior, then you have to be prepared to change your behavior first.
Cody hasn't become a completely different dog. He's definitely mellowed out. He's definitely a lot calmer. I definitely have more control over him as an owner. He's a lot happier and I'm a lot happier, so we're in good shape, aren't we?
Hi, Cesar. It's Monica and Chloe here again. But this time we are much happier than when we saw you last. After working with you, I know how to handle her in those situations. Therefore, Chloe trusts me and she stays in the state of mind that she needs to be in. No more fighting. Oh, no more scars. No more bites.
Keep up the good work, Monica, and your relationship with Chloe will just get better and better.
Buffy, heel.
Karen reports that now she can successfully handle Buffy's misbehavior most of the time.
All I can say, Cesar, is thank you very much. She is a lot better. I never could have brought my horse out like this and had her lay here. Thanks.
Until next time, remember that the most effective tool for creating a balanced dog is your own calm assertive energy.
When I was a lot younger, my cousin and I both wanted dogs, and our parents didn't want dogs in the house. And he bought a ceramic dog, and I bought a ceramic dog, and mine was a beagle, and his, I think, was a lab.
One beagle led to another, and another, and another.
Yeah, I'm a pretty fanatical collector, I guess you'd say, of beagles.
It's encroaching sometimes. Everybody collects something, but there is also an obsession. And everybody says Julie is obsessed with collecting beagles. She's got her house very neatly organized and everything in its place. Julie had hunted for a particular beagle for probably 3 or 4 years.
I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like. He had to have a blaze on his head. I wanted the particular colorings that most show dogs have.
And she finally found that dog.
Beagles look like the character Gizmo. They've got that stripe on the head just like Gizmo does. His middle name is Speedwagon, as in REO Speedwagon.
I consider him my best buddy. He and I get along really, really well. We go and play and jump and run. I'm his Disneyland.
He's lovable, adorable, sweet, 90% of the time. But it's that 10%.
There's certain telltale signs this dog produces that I can tell, Julie can tell, but the average person can't tell.
The look in his eye.
His head snaps a certain way.
The dander going up on the back of his neck.
He has a very hypersensitive tail section.
His eyes start to dilate.
And when his left eye dilates, you gotta watch out.
There's something that goes on in his head. It just changes his demeanor, his behavior. And then it goes right back into that happy-go-lucky mode again, as if nothing happened. It's literally like a light bulb switching on and off. I cannot pick him up. I haven't picked him up in 6 years.
I've learned not to pet the dog or go near him when he's got food.
Mark and I have been bitten about 20 to 30 times.
I was giving him a treat, and I made the mistake of reaching the wrong way and wasn't watching his body signals. And the next thing I know, I got nipped.
He had to go to the hospital and have his fingernail drilled out.
Everybody says that that dog should have been put down years ago.
I put way too much effort into him. You know, a dog just isn't something you throw away. And I've spent thousands of dollars in training. It's pretty weird. I mean, knowing that like you've wanted so long to have this perfect relationship with a canine, and this is what you get. My greatest fear would be if he were to bite somebody else, then that they'd have to say that's the end of it.
Julie is afraid that the only well-behaved dogs in her life will be porcelain or stuffed. Cesar arrives to fix the fractured relationship between this beagle-obsessed human and her aggressive pet.
Oh my God! We're surrounded by beagles. You should charge at the door so people can see all this wonderful thing. So how can I help you?
Where do we begin? Gizmo has had issues since he was a pup. He is a dominant, aggressive kind of dog. He lives with Julie. It's her dog.
The biggest issue is sensitive towards his touch. I can't pick him up. I haven't picked him up in 6 years. He's also aggressive towards other dogs, especially bigger ones.
So you never brought a dog in here?
No.
Now, is your energy the way energy that you're sharing right now was the same way before you got the dog, or it became this way after he started showing aggression?
I think I became more backwards because I became afraid of him.
Would you see yourself passive? As a passive human?
In some cases, yes.
Like right now?
I'm not sure.
You see, can you see it? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to imitate you so you see what I'm seeing. And that's what he sees. If he sees this energy very often, then you're in a very quiet state, but not really claiming space. So you can be sitting down, not owning the couch. This brings a dog in. And as you saw right now, he was just all over you guys. And he was getting the whole affection while he was in an excited, dominant state. What you saw probably was a friend. So just a touch to redirect them, not to hurt them, and then the communication of what do I want. Did you learn anything right now? Mm-hmm. What is different? Tell me.
Just trying to find the right energy.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's
That's what I'm looking. See that energy? That's the energy that I know you have it somewhere.
Right.
So pay attention to, at the moment you wake up in the morning, what energy you share, because that's how you punch in as a follower or leader.
Okay.
So this is what I need from you. Same energy, calm, assertive energy. Definitely you have to join us in the calm, assertive way. So you understand what you need to be?
There's no better remedy for an unstable dog than a visit from consulting therapist Daddy.
I introduced Daddy downstairs and I want to see, okay, what's the reaction of this dog in his patio when a dog is on the other side? Gizmo went under the metal door so he can grab and pull him in to release his frustration. So I snap him out of it. Obviously, I surprise him. That's the best thing. If you surprise animal with a touch or with a strategy that they never received before, more likely that we stop unwanted behavior or at least break the concentration and then redirect them. And that's when I took the opportunity to send him back to the stairs so he can be behind me. I open the door right away, keep the flow going so he sees, okay, I'm in a submissive state, and then he lets the dog come in. And of course, he sees that this new dog is not unstable, so there's no need to worry. And Daddy trusts me. He trusts me that I'm going to protect him from any dog. This is already a conversation. Okay, so let me get this.
So my goal that I'm creating right now is just for me to lift them. As we heard from the owners, they haven't lifted them in 6 years, so that's a big deal. I want to see it in my mind, and of course I want to feel it. He's relaxed, as you see, but I have to touch with that relaxed state and be ready for unwanted behavior. Reactivity, there we go. Right here, you have to grab this. Very good. This is good. This is trust. So Daddy helped me to break the ice with him. Let's go meet the owners.
I could see him perfectly fine with Daddy. I was already a done deal. I just wanted to make sure that they wanted to see that, so it becomes real.
What you've seen right now is a calm, submissive pit. So he's in a follower state. He's just curious. He definitely attacked at the door, so I broke it down for him from the metal door. You know, he have to snap out of it. He have to go from charged behavior to a calm, submissive state. Then we brought Daddy in.
Cesar prepares to pick up Gizmo in front of Julie and Mark.
Unsure, so not ready yet. This is shutting down. There we go. What I'm asking right now is to follow the leash. So if the leash moves this way, you follow. That's all I'm asking. This is much better state. Better than the one you saw seconds ago. And better than the one.
He still seems very alert, like he's...
He's a little quiet,
Okay.
which that quietness is what can lead him into aggression. You can predict what could happen, or you can create what you want. So what I want is to grab him and put it in my arms. So here, grab right here to block the neck. There we go. Right? Quietness, you don't put it down yet. You wait until he relaxes.
Excellent.
Still quiet. Correct.
Gizmo, he has learned to control people with aggression.
Whatever happened right now, you can't really keep it in mind because that will block you from what you really want. Let's go back to where he did really good, so we don't make a bad experience out of that. When you have an aggressive dog, the best thing you have to go after is respect, because it will hurt you. There you go. So this is a case where if you remove owners, you will see a totally different state of mind. The next step is to put the owner to the test.
Now it's time to up the ante for Gizmo and Julie. Cesar brings them both outside for a walk with other dogs and their handlers.
Definitely the weakest link is Julie, so we needed to make sure we empower Julie.
Go. Nice. Relax the arm. There we go, much better. That's a good one. Don't let him focus on anything else except you and what you're thinking. Correction to the side. Very nice. That was good.
I always believe that people have this assertive side of them, and that's my goal, to help you to bring it out.
How are you feeling?
What?
She's doing good,
Yeah.
right? Have you done this before with trainers or anybody else?
No.
They never put you in this kind of challenge before?
No.
Feels good. It's possible.
Oh, yeah.
We're not using choke chains, we're not using bronc collars, the same thing, right? Obviously, it's not the leash. It's the energy you're using and the strategy you're following. So because of that, he's now living in a different state. Now, for him to maintain that, you have to repeat it. Right, go for it.
Yeah. I guess.
That was very good. He totally ignored them. That was really good. Obviously, he's getting that what he needs to practice with his dog has nothing to do with fight, which is really good. What he's getting is he even ignore them or submit to them. That's what he's getting, which that makes him more social, right? So now, what's the difference between the way you normally do it and the way you're doing it now?
More calm and assertive.
That was good. That was good.
I just wanted to get one light bulb because I did many exercises.
Don't forget to claim the space. Very good.
It was an opportunity for me to show, okay, This is what I would do in this situation. There we go. Relax the tension. There we go. Even his demeanor changed just by being in a pack. He's just being a beagle right now. That's her new job, dog walker.
Now that Julie has had a taste of success walking with Gizmo, Cesar moves them inside to tackle the aggression issue that sent Mark to the hospital, Gizmo's possessiveness over his food.
This is good. This is alert, attentive.
Okay. So if I were to reach down right now, I'd get bitten.
Hey, go. Hey. Do you saw how I confront him? I didn't move when he was biting. I waited for him to let go, then I make a forward move. Because every time he let go, he showed weakness. That second, I took over.
In the past, Julie used this baseball bat to protect herself from Gizmo's nipping, sometimes making the situation worse.
When I use tools, it's not to create negativity, it's to block negativity. See, that's when a dog have learned that the object is a negative thing.
Right.
But this tool was used with the wrong energy and with the wrong body language. Oh, he's warning right now. But concept is that I'm gonna stay here, he's gonna stop and walk away. This is more psychological than physical at this point.
Okay.
You know? There you go. Teaching him to surrender to the baseball bat instead of teaching him to be afraid of the baseball bat. Object's supposed to give you power, not take power away from you.
Okay.
So this took power away from you because he became more aggressive towards. But what I say is, in my hands, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So,
and I can do the same thing, too.
Same thing. That's when I felt like,
Just stay there and stand your ground.
We went from this passive human to, hey, makes sense. That's what I want. I want to bring more this up energy that allows you to see what you need to do. Once you know what you need to do, the only thing you need to do is do it. That's a big milestone to me.
This is just the beginning, and I definitely can see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
After giving Julie and Gizmo a 4-week practice period, Cesar returns to see how well Julie has mastered the techniques he's taught her during their first visit.
So how are you?
Definitely doing a lot better. I've got a lot more control over the walk. I've got to the point where he has the leash around my waist, and he's walking beside me.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Really? Very nice.
I'm actually looking for other dogs on the street, and he gets to the point when, oh.
That was really good. He did it a little bit, but he stayed on it, so that's really good. Very impressive. So it's possible. It's absolutely possible. I mean, just the fact that the way he's behaving today is much more respectful. He's not jumping back and forth. You block him once, he listens. That's transformation. Any area you want me to help you today?
His handling issues. I've never been able to put a muzzle on him. As we saw the last time, picking him up, you can't do that.
All right, so you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to work with Julie today alone because day one, I felt that they were not in the same state of mind, and sometimes that creates a challenge. So I wanted to be the only influence that Julie and Gizmo have for today. So I'm just getting the feeling of what will be best for him, okay? Just to put it over his head. When I saw Gizmo start getting into a striking state, I stopped. So I didn't let him escalate. So we stopped right there. This time I'm gonna challenge a little longer. We were successful enough not to see aggression, but I wanted a little more. Most of the things that I do are not because I think about it. It's because I follow the instincts. I say, well, environment always helps me, you know, so changing the environment helps.
The Dog Whisperer production motorhome provides the perfect neutral environment for Gizmo. Cesar brings a visiting pack member, Dexter, for support.
This is a dog aggressive case. What he knows how to practice in Chicago is aggression.
Wow.
Because the environment changes and the people around changes, he's practicing a different state.
He looks like a very well-balanced dog.
That's the whole point, that they move that quick. That energy that I was feeling here in his house, I didn't feel it over there. You always feel better at home. And you always feel better when you have the support of your pack. I'm creating this momentum for him. So I'm gonna try to put the muscle here. I'm gonna take that advantage, you see, changing the environment. So this time, definitely my energy changed. You know, I have his support. So he actually makes him believe that I'm a person to trust. Definitely me doing it versus the owner doing it is a whole different story. We're gonna do it here, then because it's gonna happen here, it's gonna happen everywhere. All right. Don't forget the leash. There you go. Okay, so I support by holding the leash. How's that? Okay. Make sure you're a little bit more relaxed and in control. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Oh man, look at that face. He's totally relaxed. What I like about Julie is once you take her into that state, she keeps going. So now we're gonna take him for a walk with the muzzle on. So he associates muscle, walk, just like leash, walk. I'm here for 100% of balance. So if you wanna keep moving, I can keep showing you more and more and more and more. Look at that tail. I mean, it doesn't get no better than that,
He's
okay?
wagging his tail.
He's wagging his tail.
Good boy.
Yeah. Who's the most important source of energy?
Me.
That's right. Then you can make things happen. Once you feel that he totally surrendered, you stop. He's giving us his trust. Let's take advantage of the momentum.
With Cesar by her side, Julie confronts her biggest psychological stumbling block, her belief that she will never be able to hold her beloved Beagle in her arms.
Neck, grab, boom. It's like a dance. He's in a super happy, balanced state. The muscle represents the same thing. Me carrying you or she carrying you represents the same thing. Once you do it once, your fear goes away. Touch. Nice. Put it down again. Now tell me, how do you feel?
Felt good that I was able to pick him up, but I can still feel the hesitation in him, and that makes me a little nervous.
Okay.
There was a lot of nervousness in the beginning, and then it just started subsiding more and more and more every time I picked him up. That feels good.
Good. What we did today has not happened in 6 years. So that would be a perfect time to think celebration to the highest level. How did that feel?
Better, just getting better every time.
Exactly.
It's a miracle. It's like winning the lottery.
Good boy. I think today was pure hands-on day. Extremely successful. Everything we did right now is points. Trust and respect. You trust me and respect me. You trust me and respect me. Once you accomplish that, that's it. I think everything went wonderful. I mean, there's nothing wrong about today. And I'm very, very happy that Julie has stepped up to the plate and she's really practicing and making her life come through. Nice. That was the best.
Before Cesar came, there was no light at the end of the tunnel. I tried so many different methods and just nothing was working. And I think little by little, we're starting to grab that little piece of the puzzle that is missing, and eventually I think we're gonna get there.
I think a dog can help humans to rehabilitate any psychological problem. Aggression, fear, nervousness, anxiety. Dogs are, in a way, medicine without side effect. Beautiful day. Love it.
You my girl? You're my girl. I have two purposes in my life. I have my work, which is to perpetuate and add to Richard's legacy, my husband, Richard Pryor. But who I am is rescue. This is I get emotional when I talk about it. This is very important to me. This is what I believe my true purpose on this earth is. Richard and I had so many commonalities, but that was a huge one, the love of animals, well, as evidenced in his comedy.
Most dogs you can stare down. You look at a dog too long, they go, you stare at a Doberman, don't be dumb. I don't play that.
When Richard and I got back together in 1994, he was sick by then, obviously, and had MS, and he couldn't stalk the stage any longer in that wonderful predatory way he had. And the purpose I think Richard really found more than ever then was animals and rescue. Are you the boss of me?
In the 2 years since her husband's death, Jennifer has opened her home and her heart to numerous rescue dogs.
My Valley, my good girl? What are you scared of her? My heart. I get so much from these dogs. I get rescued every day by these dogs. They heal wounds that have heretofore never been healed. I come out here in the morning and I see my dogs leap through the backyard, and I have such a smile on my face and such joy in my heart. And I never got that from shopping on Rodeo Drive, from cocaine, from all the men in my life. I never got that anywhere. That is a joy that is connected to a higher source. And on my bumper sticker, it says, "Dog is my co-pilot." Excluding the dogs in my home, I have 47 rescues. I am duty-bound. I am committed to finding these dogs homes. I do adoptions all over the city. I access everything I can, all avenues and venues of networking, looking for that perfect forever home. I have wonderful dogs here today. Great dogs, loving, sweet, but they're not adoptable because they're out of control. Calm down. This is too much. No bite. Don't use your mouth. Okay. And that's not an adoptable dog. We've got to get some control. Ow! Oh!
Jennifer initially sought Cesar's help controlling the dog she is trying to place. But for most of Cesar's clients, the problems usually begin at home.
Hey, okay. Oh, guys, chill. Come on. Come on, come on. Get back, get back, get back. Get back. Okay. Okay. Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Hi, Cesar. So happy to meet you.
Thank you.
I've got some out-of-control children here.
Okay.
I've got to keep this in my hand.
Yeah.
This one over in the crate, about once a month, attacks this one. I love her to death. She's a rescue, obviously.
And when you give an affection, do you have the bottle?
Why would I do that?
Obviously, the bottle gives you some type of authority figure.
Yeah.
Right? So the brain goes into a different state. It's an asset.
All right.
Yeah. That's a
I'll just walk around with this.
If you need to.
Okay.
Until you brainwash yourself that you hold this, but you don't really hold it.
Right.
It's just at the moment you hold something, it gives you a different self.
Exactly. It's like a gun. I mean.
But you also have to learn to do it without the tool.
Mm-hmm. And eventually she would learn that.
No, you learn it. Yeah, they know it already.
Okay. This is my queen troublemaker, Indigo. I've had some bad fights in this house. I've lost my fingernail, and I will break them up. I won't back down.
Yeah, yeah.
She wouldn't get into the car. It took me a year to get her into the car.
What?
Yes.
A year?
A year. I couldn't put a leash on her. And I put a leash
When she started sharing that it took a year to create one behavior, wow, that was... You were really humanizing the dog. You know?
Let me talk to Valley, please.
It took a year to convince a dog to be free?
Diego, can I talk to you, please?
If you come out with primal behavior, you convince them like this because they want to be free. Free for them means balance.
Indigo, maybe you should get off the table now.
So because you're not going to take the leader position, even though you're paying for everybody, they're going to come out with their own pack leader.
Yeah.
Because without pack leader, we can't move forward.
And she's pack leader.
She became pack leader.
She became.
Not by choice, by necessity.
Interesting.
It's a necessity.
They have to have one.
They have to. We have to have one.
Uh-huh. Because I've got a lot of rescue dogs, and a lot of them are power breeds.
Whoa! Oh! Okay, ow!
They're out of control.
Arlie! Oh!
So I can't place them in the good forever home.
How can you build anything outside home when your home is not very balanced?
Very nerve-wracking having you barking at me like that.
So I'm completely out of control in my own home.
Yeah.
And if I'm out of control in my own home, I'm not going to be able to control these rescue animals.
nice.
And I'm continuing to rescue. I have to now really get to another level because I have to.
You can take it to another level,
Yeah.
but it starts about what is best for the pack.
Yeah.
So would you like to do treadmill with her first?
Wow. Yeah. You think we could get her on it? You think? Sure. Yes. Okay. When Cesar suggested the treadmill, I basically freaked because I'm like, oh God. I mean, a year to get Indigo in the car, a year to get her out of the car.
Show me the way.
This is just a Herculean task that I don't know if we're going to achieve. Okay.
Oh, she's ready, man.
Okay.
First step is for them to go on the area.
Okay.
To see how they feel about being on the area.
Okay.
So as you see, feel good, relax,
Feel
calm,
good.
submissive.
Relax.
We have submission.
We have it. We have it, Houston.
You see it?
Yes.
So it didn't take a year for her to go on the trip. This is just step number one. For Indigo to give up, it was okay, fine. I see that your energy is completely different than Jennifer's energy. Because of that, I'm gonna give my dominance to you.
I kept thinking we were gonna have to lift her on here.
Right. But in my mind, I have seen many treadmills, so I just picture her on a treadmill. And that's what I create. That's what she's following.
Yeah.
It's somebody who's believing in a certain thing.
Yeah.
Now, you believe on this whole chaos, that's exactly what she gives you.
Yeah.
You want chaos? Here is chaos.
There is chaos.
You want peace? Here is peace.
I created that chaos.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be a great liberation for you because she means so much to you. You know, like you said, you're very connected to her. So once you do it with her, she opens a door to the rest of them.
Yeah.
So you lose your fears and she loses her aggression.
Yeah.
So everybody gets the benefit.
Yeah.
So many cases that we work with, dogs miraculously change right in front of our eyes. All right, so start is right here. But we don't see humans changing that quick. You know, it takes longer for a human to really let go guilt and feeling sorry and feeling fearful. Our energy never changes because they need that energy to stay grounded, to stay balanced. We will celebrate once she surrendered to the activity, which means she will stop zigzagging. That's gonna be the sign.
surrender.
Yeah, the surrender state. Then, of course, you are more than welcome to scream, celebrate, throw a birthday party if you want to right now.
This is so exciting.
But we're looking
I
for
wanna
100%.
cry.
Go ahead.
But I am absolutely happy.
Good. Perfect time. You see, she's not zigzagging. So for you to share that energy,
Yes.
and you know that, oh my God, so it's a big relief.
Yeah.
That's the best energy you can share to a dog. As a dominance, they help them to become themselves.
She's gonna be happier.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
see, now we have concentration.
That's great.
All right, so now you're gonna do it. You're gonna put it on. You're gonna do the whole thing.
And then he wanted me to do it. Well, first of all, I couldn't believe the first thing happened. And then I certainly wasn't going to believe that I was capable of doing such a thing.
You know where to go.
We walked down the hall onto the treadmill with confidence, envisioning positive results. And I did it.
See, the pattern is already created.
It was absolutely an achievement. It was such a big achievement. It blew me away, quite frankly. I mean, I celebrated. Yes! Unbelievable. Oh, yeah!
Took you seconds. Took you seconds.
Didn't take me a year.
No.
After the treadmill success, Cesar tackles another stressful situation for Jennifer. Indigo's habit of dominating the bedroom during television snack time.
So, going in.
Okay.
Oh, there's already a dog on the bed. Okay, so I'm just gonna supervise and see how you normally do things. Nice big TV for football and soccer.
TV. Okay.
Well, she jumped on the bed without invitation. That was bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Shh. Down. Shh. Shh.
Do you like that distance or you want more?
I don't want her hovering over me. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing is she's using way too much intensity to the activity you're doing. You know,
Yes.
so your eye contact is not as intense as her eye contact, which that makes it more powerful. And she can transfer that way of looking to other dogs.
Exactly.
You're moving the popcorn. The popcorn never moves. Stays right there. You claim the popcorn. There you go.
It's so interesting how I'm always willing to accommodate her. How I'm always willing to move the popcorn. It's so enabling. I wouldn't allow anyone else to do that.
Now, what's the reason?
Hi, that's a biggie.
Dig in.
Is it guilt? Is guilt.
Yeah.
Because she was I'm feeling sorry. Yeah, and that's not love.
Yeah.
That's pity. And that's not love.
No.
We just had a big lesson about that.
That's right. And that is the true reason of you trying to accommodate herself, because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But in a sick way.
It is a sick. It's not healthy.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to help somebody. Don't feel sorry for it.
Exactly.
Just let it go. Boom. Let it go.
Want
let
them
it go.
to be happy.
Yes.
Empowered. See, you're happier now, too.
So you're pretty much accommodating yourself.
Exactly.
She feels more connected to Indigo. So in a way, she favors this dog. And if Indigo has issues, she has issues. It works both ways. If a dog feels trapped, you're trapped. If a dog is frustrated, you're frustrated. So by you accommodating yourself to whatever she wants makes her dominant. And the more dominant she becomes, the more she can hurt the rest of the pack. You want a family, that's why you have a pack of dogs.
That's right.
But don't empower any of the family members to be the dominant one, because they don't rationalize, you know. So it takes a rational behavior to say, what is best for the pack?
Right.
Until she gets rid of this side of her, Indigo will not be free. Go back outside again, but this time do not allow her to go on the bed.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice, you're doing fantastic. Very nice. Very nice.
Wow. Even if I'm sitting by the pool, a glass of wine, she'll drink the wine.
Right.
Serious?
She's you.
She loves wine.
She became you.
She did. She loves margaritas too, let me tell you.
So she's coming back.
She's coming back.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Nice.
Now what?
Just relax. And now you ignore. Yeah, exactly. Just totally, focus on other things. There you go. She got it. See how sensitive and tuned they are? Right, again. Nice. And then ignore.
Amazing.
You didn't even say, it was just energy body language. You didn't even have the spray bottle.
No! But look! It's by my bed.
Nice. Very good. Ooh, then relax.
Wow.
Got it.
Hi, I can have popcorn in my bed.
I hope that she understood that the most powerful thing she has available 24 hours, 7 days a week is her energy and her body language. That is a tool you can't buy. That is a tool that you create. You just have to believe in yourself and learn what makes the pack balance.
You have opened lots of doors today for me, and
Jennifer has come a long way for one session. But this problematic pack will need another visit from Cesar to achieve true balance.
She has what it takes to really make a difference in every aspect. Now, if she does her homework, her instinctual homework that I give her, it's gonna put her in another state of mind.
Okay, and I
See you in
see
2
you
weeks.
soon.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Love you. It's a new universe. We have a whole new world. And apparently now I am queen instead of Indigo. But Indigo's having some issues with me taking over and taking the crown, as it were. She's having a problem. Okay, I took a deep breath because I have to tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday, Indigo went after Valley. I don't know what instigated it. I don't want my kids to fight. I love Indigo, and I got really upset because I had to punish her. I mean, I grabbed her. I scruffed her. I put her on the ground. I felt really horrible. I mean, because I'm humiliating her. I'm punishing her. And I know she has to be punished for this behavior. But the point is, it was really disturbing.
You're analyzing this beautifully. And then when it comes to the highest level of discipline, you see it as humiliation, as punishment. You don't humiliate a follower. You block his behavior.
Right.
You understand? So it's not a punishment, it's discipline.
I just have to learn. I have a lot to learn.
No.
Become aware.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is not a learning thing.
No.
It's just reminding.
Reminding.
You got to remind
Waking
yourself.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminding in this case will take the form of a pack walk in a nearby park. To avoid canine conflicts, Indigo and Diego will travel in Jennifer's car, while Whiskey and Valley follow in another car driven by Jennifer's assistant, Trudy.
Tell me what you normally do.
Okay, what I normally do is...
That's a good strategy. Is that normal?
That's normal.
Oh. Well, that's not normal.
That's what I normally do.
Hold on. Okay.
That's a bad normal, huh?
That's bad normal. What about if it's other dogs in there? What will you do? Would you chase them?
I usually go where there's no other dogs.
Oh, no, see, if you like excitement, and then he's in the front, he's gonna go and tell the new ones, this is our pack.
Uh-huh. I allow it because he enjoys it. Wrong.
Because she felt bad about keeping the dogs in the house, she thought that by giving them freedom with excitement, it was more meaningful than giving freedom with relaxation. But if what you do is lower the window and let him pop out, and then that becomes what he learns to do, but that's not what he wants to do, that's what you told him to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which, for the pack, not a very good way of introducing themselves. This is much better. You open door, let them wait. So the association of the park, the grass, and everything is, once we get there, we become calm.
Right. Okay. Calm, submissive. Guys, good. You sit down.
Well, you can pass me that one.
Okay.
And I can hold it. See, that's how I support what you want.
Whoops. Okay.
Yeah.
Indigo, let's go.
Hey.
All right, this is the problem child.
Yeah, that's right. This one you get to work.
Okay. Opportunity.
Opportunity.
This is our opportunity, Indigo. This is our challenge, my darling. Okay, good girl. Okay.
Fight is good. Fight is good.
Okay. Come on.
Animal dog. That's good one. That's good. That's better. Let me show you. Fight is good, as you see. Fight creates the ability to challenge the brain. Relax. There we go. A little bit of fight, twist it, and there it goes. See it?
Amazing. So when she steps forward, you release a little. You relax.
Because that's the answer. That's what I want.
Got it.
Instead, I say, that's what I want, baby. That's what I want, baby. Come here. Indigo. You're not paying attention to mommy. You know what I mean? So just keep it quiet. The beauty is she didn't took it personal what I brought to the table. She was the whole time submissive to my belief, to my conversation, to my education, which means she was open to what I have to offer.
Brilliant.
Okay, you control her and I control this pack.
Okay.
We're gonna go for a short walk.
Okay. Okay. Which direction should we go?
Hey. What we have right now is an excited pack.
Right.
All 3 of Jennifer's dogs are under-exercised, and Cesar knows just how to drain their pent-up energy.
This pack needs my rollerblades.
Jennifer and Indigo have ringside positions to watch the action.
Roach, hold this one.
Whiskey. Wow.
They want to run so bad, but she wants to run after squirrels, and this guy wants to go after a tree. Okay, let's go for a pack walk.
Oh, pack walk.
Hey. Now what's her name?
Valley.
Valley. She already picked up on the pack over there.
Yeah,
See it?
she's dog aggressive.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. So the touch is to snap her out of it from staying focused. See it?
Got it.
Hey. Hey. Everybody's now paying attention to the dogs.
And he's coming right here.
Yeah. Hey.
There was a woman in the park with a couple of cattle dogs. And this happens a lot. People don't control their dogs. They think it's okay for their dogs to come up to you.
Hey.
She's ready to go, too.
I know.
Jennifer has never been with her whole pack in front of other dogs. Touch. She have to actually create the situation so she can face her own fear, which allows the pack to understand different state of mind. We could make this. Hey!
Oh, she just went after Whiskey.
Yeah. Without her challenging herself to be in that environment, the pack will never grow.
Opportunity. Right?
Opportunity.
The energy, you know, all that.
All
Relax
ramped up.
Relax your arms. There we go. Because you're helping me or you're not. Yeah. So that was an opportunity, right?
Yes, right.
We're not going to walk away from the situation. We're going to learn how to deal with the situation in a different...
I found out today that I can redirect that. And I can redirect it en masse, together, as a group, which will create more balance in our home. And then I'm going to start crying, which really makes a family. And that's what I really want my dogs and myself to have, is a balanced home. But I want us to be a family.
She has done so many things on her life already without me, so I just gave a direction how to take the pack of dogs so she can take it to the next level, and there's no doubt about it that she will accomplish. It's just a matter of time.
Cesar, you're such a star. All the cars are slowing up, wanting to see Cesar.
It's probably Richard around, trying to take my spotlight.
Richard would have loved Cesar. I mean, Richard absolutely would have appreciated who he was as a human being, because he's very spiritual and very connected. And he would have been completely impressed by his center and his balance. And he also would have been terribly jealous of it.
Then probably offered you some
advice.
Nice. No, he probably would offer you a big thing of vodka.
I'm committed to this because the universe has, at this moment in time, provided Cesar and his incredible directions and structure and boundaries and lessons, and this is a gift.
Oh, I love you. You're fantastic.
And it's only going to enhance my life as all of us become one and good energy. With my rescues who need work, I feel very confident with these new tools. Now my dogs, whom I deem unadoptable, will be very adoptable, and I'll place them. And I'm just completely committed. I'm thrilled about it. I'm excited.
If you want to change your dog's behavior, you first have to change your belief about what is possible.
Sit. Good girl. You want to go on the bed? See? She's invited on the bed now.
Jennifer reports that Indigo has daily sessions on the treadmill, followed by walks in the park with Diego.
Hi, Cesar. It's a new day.
Way to go, Jennifer! Exercise also plays a big part in Gizmo's rehabilitation. He and Julie walk on the treadmill together every day. Julie has put the bites behind her and is living in the moment as she practices exercise discipline and affection with Gizmo.
Thank you, Cesar.
A little advice from the pack to all of us. Remember, when we visualize the results we want, that is what we'll get. Right, guys? Right. The goal of this episode is to show you the consequence of choosing a dog that doesn't match your energy. The first example I like to show you brought me to New York. I think there's more dogs in New York City than in the rest of the world. You know, New Yorkers do walk the dogs, but you're gonna see that most of them, the dogs are in front. And most of them were excited, anxious, dominant, territorial.
Curly's hurt several dogs. I lost count of how many fights he's been in with other dogs.
Knock it off.
You know, unfortunately, it's Manhattan. There's a lot of dogs, and sometimes some come around the corner. You know, it's not pretty when that happens. Curly, I met at a shelter here in Manhattan. It's the Animal Care Center. And I did a quick spin around the place because it's really heartbreaking. I went over to Curly. He was in the cage. I put my finger in there, and he licked my finger, so he seemed good-natured and wagging his tail and really happy. And I was like, listen, this is the guy. Let's go.
Come on, get back, get back.
The first walk home was like tuna fishing. It was really, really hard, like walking him on the leash. He's a big, strong dog. I actually walked at a museum of natural history. I thought I could take a break because there's an enclosed park there for dogs. And that's when he had his first encounter with another dog. I heard like a dog screeching, and I turned around and the guy was carrying his dog out. And I was like, is he okay? He was like, yeah, he's all right. And that was the first incident. My neighbors in the building, you know, send them to the country. I'm, you know, like, you know somebody? You got a number for me?
Curly just maybe was never socialized properly with other dogs. Curly is a big, bounding puppy, has a lot of energy.
I've been through 5 different trainers, you know, dog psychiatrists. He was on Prozac. I stopped giving it to him. Didn't feel confident about that. Whatever I'm doing is not rehabilitating him. And I can't get in his head, man. And I just kind of am at my wit's end with everything. It's been a grind. It's really been a grind, and I just don't have the heart to bring him back to the shelter.
What's the matter?
I don't have the heart. And I might have to.
Dog behavior expert Cesar Milan grew up in rural Mexico, but since coming to America, he's found that it's usually city dogs that need his help the most.
I can't believe you're here.
Why?
Hopefully you could help me with Curly. He's has a very bad aggression problem with other dogs. He seems to love people, but when it comes to other dogs, he's gritting his teeth and attacking them.
Has he ever bit one?
Yes, he's hurt a dog just a few days ago.
So at this point in your life, are you able to walk by dogs without a problem?
No. For the most part, no.
That's the first picture we have to fix, you know. For you, just walk by dogs, dogs coming towards you, and we're in a perfect scenario here, so it's always dogs.
Yeah, there's
so
a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. I got him from the shelter. I gave him his name because he seemed a little bit bonkers, and he reminded me of Curly from the Three Stooges.
When you saw him in the kennel, he was a, you know, happy-go-lucky guy. You gave him a funny name.
He was pulling all the way, so I saw like he didn't really know how to walk on the leash.
Also, this started from the moment you took him out of the kennel. See, at that time, you should have gone on the bike, let him burn all that energy, and get it over with, and then he will follow you.
Recently, he got into the aggressive behavior with another dog, and he actually turned like to bite me.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, whoa, holy mackerel, man. And for a while there, I was saying, well, these dogs are initiating this stuff. There's a lot of nutty dogs in this neighborhood. Now I'm realizing that it's Curly is causing these dogs to
protest his presence.
Yeah, that's what it seems like they're doing. They're protesting his presence. That's a good way to put that.
Pete's friends, Mario and Catherine, bring Curly into the apartment so Cesar can observe how he and Pete interact.
Did you notice that when he came in, how you greet him? Like, that is really bad.
Yeah?
You're giving him affection when he's in that state.
Right, right.
So before you give affection to a dog, they have to give you a calm, submissive state.
Right.
I knew that the biggest challenge was going to be when the owner was around, you know, but I wanted Pete to see the difference between trying and doing it right, you know, doing it right from the beginning.
Cesar wants to see how Curly greets people at the door.
There you go. Hey, what's up? I got him.
But the way he got him, he got it worked out. That's why he got him. He got, so little, hey. Hey. You can't bring dogs into an environment already that way. See, that's calm, submissive. Then I come to the door. All right, my friend, coming in. That's what I mean about he's not anxious, excited. He's actually being respectful. Why? Because he's giving space to come in, right? So if I am like this at the door, how would you feel? That's right. But if I say, welcome, that's what the animal senses. How is the other dog welcome them into their space?
I wasn't controlling him. I was just holding him back with brute force.
See, the walls are the leash right now. So you don't really need the prong collar in the leash.
Right. Hey, over here. Over here. Hey, back. Back.
Much better, isn't it? Is it much better?
Calm and submissive.
Every time I do rehabilitation, it's going to be a puzzle. You know, it's going to be a puzzle for people to see, okay, how my dog supposed to behave in my house, in my bathroom, in this stairs, whatever. All that is a puzzle until you get to see this puzzle just flowing in a wonderful way. And otherwise, you're not connected. You know, you're pretty much a hostage within your environment.
He can't be in front of you like this.
Right.
Because he's already scouting around.
Right.
See? He's already scouting around.
Right.
You have to be right next to you, right there.
Right.
See, at the moment he started looking for things, so you have to correct that behavior.
Right, right.
Follow? But if you give this much leash, you're giving him access to be in front of you.
Right.
So that he's leading you. Short leash, not tight.
Right.
Okay?
And his head has to be
next
behind
to you.
or
Next to you, right there.
Right.
That's perfect. Hey,
Right.
sit down. Right there.
Right.
So it makes sense to me. Central Park across the street. Anxious, excited dog, rollerblade time. Come on, I thought you was really fast. That's what I'm
That's what I'm looking for. Good boy. That's my boy. He's doing good. He's in the zone now. Well, I think he's more like a Labrador mixed greyhound. See? Little. So, you know, what I'm getting is it was the wrong match. I don't think Pete is a very athletic person, very nice person, don't get me wrong, not athletic. So it's not so matter how cute they look behind the cages and stuff, it's what energy he is. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, baby, good boy. All dogs, at one point in their life, should come and walk in Central Park as a birthday gift. This is magical. The main reason I wanted to rollerblade with Curly was to bring his energy down to match Pete's so I could work with them together. The goal is simple. It's just for him to pass by without becoming excited or attracted by dogs. That's a little excitement right there. Passing by dogs. There we go. That's too much leash. There we go. The key is not to allow anything to bother you, to control you, to affect you. Because your energy is very important to him right now, you know what I mean? All right, so let me see you doing it with that.
There's one neighborhood dog that's Curly's mortal enemy, an Akita named Razor. Razor and Curly only need to glimpse each other to go berserk.
One dog reacts in a certain way, and then he reacts the same way. You have to match. So if that dog is exhibiting level 6 of aggression, he have to exhibit level 6 of aggression.
He have to protect and defend himself. Come here, come here, come here. See, the touch is just to snap him out of it. Right. We want to snap him out. Hey.
Helping the owners to block the intensity, and then to decrease the intensity, and then to teach them how to keep them away from each other mentally, not physically. Physically is very simple. You just walk the other way. But every time they meet, it's gonna be that explosion.
All right, so this is the goal. The goal is to bring him next to the Akita, right? He have to come to the Akita. We don't want to see the intensity. You have to be careful when you're correcting aggression, because that aggression can be redirected towards you.
Razor's owner, Jennifer Dignazio, is about to become a victim of her own dog's redirected aggression.
We've had a lot of problems with Razor. He's great. He's a sweet dog, but
But he snaps
sometimes, and sometimes we're the ones that get bit.
I know.
So.
You didn't mean to do that.
I know. I'm just a little mad at him right now.
Neither knew how to control their dog. I mean, both of these guys have bitten the owners, you know. So we were working with dogs who have no problem redirecting their energy towards the owners.
Before Razor could assist in Curly's rehabilitation, Cesar has to help his owners overcome their fearful, intense energy.
He's cool with humans, isn't it?
Some. I mean, believe it or not, like if he knows he doesn't like the dog, he doesn't like the owner.
Is that okay if I put the collar like backward?
So it makes sense to me to put the leash all the way in the top. When you put the leash all the way in the top, they can't reach you, right? So if they can't reach you, mentally you're defeating them. If the dog turns around and nip at you, that's a bite. We have to take that very serious. In my mind, at that very moment, I created the visual of walking them together. That's how they're going to take me serious and respect me as their leader.
See, it's just about keeping the mind moving forward. Now, hey, there we go. See, now he is ignoring the other guy. So we have him under control. Now it's that guy who's creating the problem. It's what the leash have to be in a good position. Energy have to be in a good position. See, the leash all the way in the top doesn't allow him to focus as much.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Respecting you a lot.
Well, not to imitate. There we go. Watch out. Wait. See, as soon as he came to the owner, did it again. Hey, for an Akita point of view, you can't let them hug you. They're like bears. They hug you,
That's how they defeat. Hey, there you go. He have to look this way. That was a correct. Hey, right there. See, he's not responding or reacting to his energy.
And anytime you sense him going that way, you correct him.
Well, look that way. See, every time you turn around, I'm gonna correct you. You understand?
Right.
I feel like a ping pong ball that I have to go, okay, hold on, let me help that owner. Oh, hold on, let me help the other owner because they both needed the help.
Come on. We're gonna do a test drive. You're just taking leadership.
Just correcting him.
Yeah, you're just redirecting him.
Gotcha.
You got it? All right, now I'm gonna get that guy. All right.
Cesar arranges Curly's collar higher on the neck so he can have more control when they walk closer to the Akita.
Hey. There we go. Just keep going forward. The closer they are, the less they're gonna do it. The farther away they are, just keep going. We're getting closer and closer, so we can do this. We're just gonna keep moving forward. Hey. Hey. Just turn around, turn around, turn around. Can't give up right now. Hey. Hey. See, and it's not a strong touch as you see, Pete. I'm not touching like hard. I'm not trying to, you know, no. But just to stop them every time, every time, every time. That's all. Now, you think you can do this, guy, right now?
Yeah.
And
To me, the biggest thing Curly has is anxiety. That anxiety turns into excitement. That excitement helps him to control the situation. And then the tension and the frustration and the anger from Pete create aggression. So it's a very bad combination here.
we gotta do it just at least for like 2-3 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, we can't stop. All right, so turn around. Turn around. Hey. We're gonna get the magic of Central Park. We gotta get that magic. Just everybody doing their own thing, relaxing. This is good. This is good. See it? That's a little closer, a little closer. You can't give up. You're gonna see that intensity before you see relaxation, so you can't give up. Very good. Only few people can play with the big boys. There we go. This is good, this is good. That's right, this is good. This is good, you see it? This is, hey. See, now they're feeding each other different energy. Now, the mirror is different. The mirror is about relaxation. Earlier, the mirror was about killing each other. But look how fast these guys learn, you know? It's just about leadership. What's the leader? See, I'm very proud of Pete, to tell you the truth. And my friend, there you go. Keep it right there, Pete.
It was a good sense of accomplishment for me to have him respond to the technique of pulling the chain and tapping him with my foot and redirecting his energy.
Watch out. There you go. Give me space, just go over there. There you go. We were doing fine.
Razor nearly succeeds in biting Cesar.
Hey. One thing is you biting them, and the other one is biting me. Hey.
Their beloved dog was already in a red zone, both of them. The red zone, you can actually get hurt.
I could not leave Central Park without a pack of aggressive guys. And I gotta create peace everywhere I go.
It's unbelievable. I never thought I'd see that ever.
All of a sudden I just looked up and realized what I was seeing.
I mean, I'm like, you saw that a little while back. They looked like they were gonna kill each other.
Yeah,
they didn't walk by the same person. I never thought
that's
that
pretty
would ever
wild.
happen.
The only way Curly can go into a balanced state of mind or normal state of mind is if Pete step up to the plate to do more activities, more physical activities. After all, he does have a greyhound, you know, living with him. And greyhounds don't really want to walk first, they want to run first.
It's a big, big breakthrough and big relief. There's a lot of subtleties. I don't remember this stuff growing up, man. It was like you had Tippy and Onyx and this one and Fluffy, and that was it. This is like, you know, advanced. He needs exercise, a lot of exercise, and I'm not really athletic. So that's going to be a challenge. As far as like, am I able to, am I capable? Is my lifestyle conducive to this whole like responsibility and commitment? I'll have to do some really soul searching. It's really not a good situation. He needs something else, man. He needs like some young, whatever, surfer, rollerblade, woman or guy that he's got to keep up with them. For me, it feels like he's putting up with me. You know, it's like who's walking who. I bought a bicycle, but there isn't enough consistency with it, with work and stuff like that, and the weather. He definitely needs a more active lifestyle with a different person or place.
As hard as Pete tried, he was unable to fulfill Curly's needs. So I invited Curly to come to LA and join my pack. So to make it easier on Curly, he doesn't know I'm taking him to LA, so I just want him to feel that I'm taking him into an adventure. If we meet in the apartment, then his tendency is to want to go back to the apartment. But if we meet in the street, it's going to be easier for him to keep following me, which is exactly what I want. I want him to learn, to know right away that he needs to follow me from this point on.
He's ready to roll.
Ready to roll?
He's ready to rock and roll.
Just going to keep it simple.
Man.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm just going to take him, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, from this point on, so it's no, what's going on here? I don't want him to get into that state. What's going on? What's going on is you follow me. We have better weather in California.
He loves the cold weather.
You got shorter coat, man.
He loves the cold weather.
All right, Pete.
Thank you.
Keep you posted.
It clearly is such a wonderful, wonderful thing that's going to happen here. I'm so, like, glad that Cesar stepped in.
While Pete struggled with Curly's physical energy, our next example shows what happens when you don't match your dog's psychological energy.
I have been a dog lover since before I could walk. I was always bringing home dogs. Dogs would follow me home. Baxter is loving and playful and strong and graceful and cute and cuddly. I rescued him about 6.5 years ago from death row, and he looks a lot like my last dog buddy. But he's been the challenge of my life. From the moment I brought him home, he was just wild. My biggest problem is his aggression with other dogs. Lunging and barking at the window because he sees a dog as much as a half a mile away. It takes nothing to set him off. My biggest fear is that he's gonna do harm to somebody else's dog. There are groups that go hiking here. They're doggy hikes. We've been uninvited. We don't get to leave the yard. So basically we go from the house to the dog run to the house. But can I tell you how boring that gets very quickly?
Andrea tried all kinds of training tools to help correct Baxter's blow-ups.
We have got the Expando leash, we have the long leather leash, we have a really long nylon leash, we have a really short nylon leash, we have 2 gauges of choker chain, we have a pinch collar, we have a halty loose leader, the regular nylon collar, and a harness, and a backpack. We have a soft muzzle, we have dog appeasing pheromone collar, which is what the mommies give off at birth, that smell that's supposed to put them at ease like they're nursing. We have quite an outfit. We signed up for class at a local pet store, and after we graduated that class, they told us that those patterns are established. Perhaps he was removed too early from the litter, not socialized, kept in a yard. But when we finished, they said, sorry, this is just who he is. You're gonna have to learn to live with it. We've lived this long this way, but it's no life for me and it's no life for the dog. I really don't feel the bonding with him because we can't partake. He spends most of the time in the crate. I've tried to foster him. Because he can't be around other dogs, I can't even get that far. Nobody wants Baxter. It has been recommended that I put him down because he is a liability. He doesn't go after people, but he, certainly scares people and will definitely attack their dogs. And I just can't go there.
Dog behavior expert Cesar Milan believes that he can rehabilitate almost any dog using calm, assertive energy. But he often has a much harder time training dog lovers to become assertive pack leaders.
Well, besides living in paradise, how can I help you?
Well, Cesar, I've had Baxter 6.5 years, and we have not yet, through 6 or 7 trainers, been able to overcome his aggression with other dogs. He gets along somewhat with some dogs, and then for whatever reason, with no warning, he'll just turn around and take a bite. There's no growling.
Is it as a silence before the bite?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's a warning.
Okay.
Silence sometimes is a warning.
Okay.
But what's going through your mind when you're doing that stuff?
I'm trying to be relaxed, I'm trying to be calm, I'm trying to be assertive, I'm not afraid. But then once there's an incident, yeah, the heart is beating and the knees are weak.
And so what energy do you become?
It's a fear.
Okay.
It's a fear of losing control of him and having someone else's dog be hurt, or having myself be hurt physically, being
From
pulled
who?
down from the dog.
Can he go after you?
He won't go after me, but he'll go after someone else's dog.
Yeah.
And he's pulled me to the ground. I've had rope burns, leash burns on my hands. I've broken my middle finger. I've had skin knees, bruised elbows. It's not fun.
No.
It's just not. It hasn't ever been fun. I just want it to be fun.
All right, so what would be your goal today?
My goal would be to have Baxter go to your Los Angeles Dog Psychology Center and learn to be in a pack of dogs and learns to behave and learns
I
the
agree
social
with you.
skills. Yeah. Okay. So that's the big. That's the big.
That makes it easier, you know.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. We can't do it without the pack, you know, and exposing them with the other dogs.
And I would be more than happy to see him in a safe environment that's perhaps more suitable with another pack leader.
That's nice.
And in
Welcome to the
exchange
pack.
for that, we would save another one or
Okay,
two.
yeah. We've got to do an exchange.
Absolutely. That would be happy here. I can provide a wonderful life here with hiking and nature and freedom.
I like it. What do you think, Baxter? That's okay. Okay. It's pretty excited. So what I'm gonna do right now is very simple. I want to make sure I challenge Baxter before he comes to the center and tell him that, look, I came one day and I own your place. Simple as that. It's about claiming. And my buddy Daddy is outside. We're gonna see the reaction. I mean, they're picturing a red zone dog. We don't know until we see it. Hey. Right there. Hey, see, the touch that I'm doing is just to block the whole excitement. If I can keep him in that state, the more repetitions that I do, the more he gets the picture that he can behave this way. This is more curious. We have not say no to him if he moved towards the fence calmly. More submissive. No. Hey. There you go. Now we're doing this. Hey. What I'm doing is claiming the place, so now I can move a little bit more. Hey. When you touch and you have excitement inside, you get to hear that, you know? Now let's go for a walk with Daddy. Hey, he was about to launch. So you gotta just hit like this, you know, that he does, like that. Let's move, Daddy. See that right there? That's what gets him in trouble. And that's the part that a lot of people don't get to see, the silence, the whoosh. A lot of people are expecting the, you know, the whole sound, because we're very verbal. We're gonna tell you when I hurt you before we hurt you, right? But animals, especially hunters, don't tell you. Well, they do tell you, but in a quiet way. Once you put him in, you know, with 30 dogs, he has no choice just to give it up. You gotta give it up. We're not going to allow you to practice anxiety, excitement, or biting behavior.
I am feeling just totally elated, and I know that Baxter is going to be a healthy, normal dog with freedom and be able to be with other dogs and be a part of a pack.
2 months later, Andrea arrives at Cesar's Dog Psychology Center with Baxter, with the idea that her dog will become a part of Cesar's pack. Cesar wants Andrea to meet 2 members of his current pack to determine if one of them might be a good match for her.
All right, so today is a big day for Baxter and probably Curly or Ricky. Those are the 2 guys that I chose for Andrea. We don't know if the reunion or the adoption is going to go through. It's going to be really depend on Andrea, Curly, or Ricky. I'm definitely choosing Curly because he's very outgoing. You know, any dog that comes in here that comes because they have issues. But this is Curly now, that calm, you know, ready to go. Coming in, there we go.
Thank you.
Okay. This is a formal way of introducing yourself to a pack of dogs. And it's best not to share nervousness, tension, fear, and all that. Excitement is good, eventually. This is Curly, right here. He did become aggressive in the hands of his previous owner. Obviously, that's not what he's sharing right now. It's lack of exercise and lack of leadership. That's Ricky, a little bit more mellow, more laid-back type of mind. He's definitely outgoing. He has his moment. It's very important that you don't touch, talk, or give eye contact so they can feel free to do something so natural, so normal, you know. So the first guy who came and, you know, find out about you was Mr. Ricky, which is good. Now you can go down. So you can find out more about your scent. The whole point about, and this moment going down, is for them to meet this scent. So they don't care how you look like physically. You know, they really care about how you feel and how you smell. And that's what we love so much about a dog, you know, that we can totally create intimacy without worrying about how we look like.
Right.
There you go. Second approach. You never know which one it's gonna be, but this guy has done second approach. Curious, you know, wanted to be near you.
So I don't respond yet, though?
No, you let him work for it, yeah. The hardest part for people is letting a dog work for their affection. And that's how they begin the wrong relationship, by giving love too fast. Before making a decision between Ricky and Curly, I wanted Andrea to experience the difference in their energies outside my center. That's a good. Hey, and excitement is different. Hey. You see the difference of the energy.
This guy's more active.
This guy is more, what I would say, fun, because I love rollerblading, I love skating, I love water.
But now at this age and doing what I do with my hands and flying down the hill on a skateboard, I go, is that really smart? But it's fun.
Ricky. Good boy. There you go. So you can touch.
I can touch now.
Yeah.
Curly hasn't had any interest in me whatsoever, eh?
Yeah. But Curly has an attraction to Todd, which is the PA. And all because they drove cross country.
That's a bonding experience.
It's a bonding
I bet
experience.
you want to keep him.
He's a big sprinter guy.
Oh,
I'm more of a distance guy, but we would go on wind sprints back and forth and had a lot of fun doing that. And I don't know, we just had a really good bonding experience.
I think you need to wait for Todd. I really do.
Andrea decides to take Ricky home to see if they can forge a bond. Baxter waits nearby, ready to meet the pack.
So he's somewhere else. I don't want him to see you leaving, because and then his tendency to go and try to follow you.
Yeah, Ricky's going to Arizona. I am so thankful to you.
Thank you.
And so is Baxter.
There we go.
Okay. We ready to go,
I guess
Ricky?
he likes it.
There we go. He's got his bag.
Oh, look at that. He's happy in
And he
it.
says, I think I got a home.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I have a new pack leader.
Right now, this is pretty much seconds after they leave, so we have to give him a pack right away. And we got to see how he reacts to the pack and how the pack reacts to him. Right there. We don't want the head and the top of the shoulder. It's not okay to try to dominate each other. Little disoriented. Little tense. So we can't let the leash go yet. Hey.
Every time Cesar sees Baxter fixating on one of the pack members, he gives the dog a quick correction to prevent the behavior from escalating into an attack.
See, the pack have to see that I welcome him in. This is very primal. But you have to learn to do it at the right time for the right specific reason. This is tension. Hey. This guy is the one who's creating the tension right now. That's why he felt he wanted to mount him. Every time a new member comes in, it's gonna trigger, even though there's neuter. They're gonna try to dominate him. And of course, that's a good opportunity to remind who's the pack leader. So you gotta protect. You have to see that you protect them as well as much as you protect the pack. Hey. See, there it is. This is play. It's a good day. I guess he's welcome, right? He's welcome. It doesn't get no better than this. This is all happened right after Andrea left. So, in a lot of people's mind, once they see the egg, the beginning. So I'm talking to you and I'm talking to them, okay? The beginning of a dog who was aggressive. That was the past. This is the now. There's a guy who is becoming social.
Baxter becomes a part of the pack without any further problems. 1 month later, his dog aggression issues have disappeared.
Very nice, look at that. The good news from Baxter's side is he accomplished balance. He's a balanced, well-adjusted dog, which as you see right now is surrounded by my whole pack, and he's doing fantastic. He's a very appreciative guy.
Meanwhile, Andrea faces one key problem that prevents her from having a completely successful relationship with Ricky.
Our main challenges have been my cat of 11 years. After a month, it's not going well. He still wants to eat the cat.
So I heard from Andrea that 90% of her life is fantastic, and it's only 10% that is not. So now that Baxter has accomplished balance, we're gonna send him back to Andrea, and this time it's up to Andrea to keep him balanced. We're gonna miss you, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. Yeah.
5 weeks after taking Ricky home, Andrea returns to bring the dingo mix back to Cesar.
I really enjoyed getting to know Ricky. He's just an amazing, loving dog, and he will make somebody such a good companion.
Righty, is Ricky here with us? There we go. So you've been here before. Coming in.
Thank you.
Coming in. You've been here before.
I have.
Ricky lived here for many years,
Yes.
so this is not a new place. You're reuniting with your boy, and it's the same thing. It's no touch, no talk, no eye contact. He's already in the pack. He's doing fantastic.
So I don't acknowledge him, no look, no touch?
No. You are acknowledging, but you're acknowledging like a dog,
Okay.
not like a human.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I don't
that's-
pet him, I don't look him in the eye.
Yeah, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Yeah, so you can maintain the state of mind that he's in right now. And the reason why, in the beginning, you left him with us, because he was aggressive towards dog, right? So his psyche is now balanced, and your job is to keep him in that state.
Okay.
At least here while you're with us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And hopefully outside of here.
Hey, that's my biggest wish,
Yes.
you know, for you to maintain that state, because he's doing fantastic, you know? You can look, but you can't just, stare at him.
Okay.
Yeah. See, he's actually focusing on Ricky because Ricky has a scent familiar to him.
Yeah,
You see? Yeah, you, the house. But as you see, Ricky right now is a little bit more unsure about being with us, and he's more sure about being with us. So it's the opposite, you know? So he absorbed a little bit of that energy at home as well. Hey! Reacting to the energy. So it's not him, it's Ricky.
And then why now is Ricky? What did I do? I'm just baffled. I really am. Was it my energy, though? I mean, why?
Well, obviously they're reacting to Ricky. So and Ricky was with you.
Right.
Right? So yes, you play part of that, how they treating Ricky right now.
So that's what I got to fix. I've got to change that, because that's...
I think if you ask deeply, what is it that you project, you can get the answer. I know, but me telling you, it doesn't mean anything until you really tell yourself, yes, I am holding on to something, I am anticipating something. Knowing about it is really good because you become aware of what you need to work on.
I need a lot of help there, because I don't know what it is. I am perplexed.
Yes.
And I've gone inside and I've asked, and I've worked six and a half years trying to be calm and be assertive and not be afraid, and it's not working.
Yeah, that's what we need dogs. Dogs really bring the true leader in us. Because dogs don't lie, they just react to it. So as you see, he's doing fantastic. This is good. You have a little dog right next to you. The rest of the pack is here. And as you saw, I just addressed the behavior. I didn't allow that to mean anything, I don't care why they did it. I just care that I stop it. And I focus on that. I focus on what makes me powerful. I don't focus on what makes me non-powerful or weak, Look at that. That shows you how your dog, accomplished social behavior.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's a
So
miracle.
he's actually being very respectful to his space, if you notice. He's holding himself back, ears are back, head is back.
So what happens when I bring him around dogs that aren't so balanced? I get frightened when dogs fight. I do.
But you get afraid before even that. You get to a higher level of fear once it's the fight.
Right.
Because you create what you don't want.
I do understand that, and
You
I do believe it. Honestly, I'm still afraid.
Yeah. But you were afraid before Baxter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't focus on Baxter. Just focus that you did have fears before that.
Cesar asks his assistant, Tina Madden, to take Andrea and Baxter on a walk through the neighborhood.
I don't give him 1 second. He can't have 1 second right now. Being curious, wanting to charge out in front, because if he does, I lose control of him.
When Tina faced her own dog aggression issues with a Chihuahua named Nunu, she asked for Cesar's help and ended up being the first person filmed for the Dog Whisperer series.
Tina is a good example of an insecure dog owner who became pack leader. So I think it's more possibility that, well, if they can do it, I can do it. I understand, you know, that I can't be like Cesar, or I can understand I can't be like the dog trainer that I hire, but I can totally be like Tina.
What'd you say to me every day?
What?
Did you get charged by a dog yet? Did you get charged by a dog? Oh yeah, I got charged by 4 the first time. And he said, well, did you freak out? And I said, no. He said, why not? I said, because you told me not to.
But doesn't inside go anyway, even though the mind says don't?
I couldn't, because he said don't. And I knew that he knew.
I prepare her.
But I knew he knew what he was talking about because I've seen him do it. And I just knew that moment I better stand my ground. And whether I did believe it or didn't believe it, they better think I believe it.
You learn anything?
I'm just going to go back and treat Baxter like he's a new dog that we're coming home for the first day.
Okay.
And we're just going to go out in the forest and we're going to look for it. Thank you so very much.
Well, thank you for coming, taking the criticism, and all the learning, good, positive criticism. It was not a negative criticism.
Yeah, I'm not perfect.
For you to grow.
I need to.
Yeah, I believe that he's here to help you grow. When you have an easy case, to just maintain who you are.
Yeah. I'm actually a little bittersweet about Baxter getting to be around all these dogs. He doesn't have that opportunity with me. But hopefully we'll meet a lot of dogs on our walks, and he'll continue his social behavior and his social etiquette.
Oh, you're such a good boy. I know Andrea tried her best. Baxter from the beginning was not the right energy for Andrea. So he is now our dog, and we're happy to welcome Baxter back into our family, into our pack. So today, to make it a very family welcoming, my son Andre, who's now 13, he's gonna introduce him into the pack. Don't let him walk in first. No. Extension on the leash. Relax, no, he's excited. No, you can't come in. Relax. Then come in. That was the right energy. Stop right there, send him back. That's better. Take the leash off. Let me close the gate. Hold on, let me close the gate first. Okay, there you go. Then you walk in there. Go in there. That's all right. Just go in there. Just go in with assertiveness. Let her go. There we go. Supervise. So if he gets a little tense, and then that's when you come in and touch. But he's submissive but tense. See, this is calm submissive, calm submissive, calm submissive. I'm very happy for Baxter because with us, he will have the right chance. You know, we will find the right humans, and we'll keep you posted on how his life went from this point and beyond. Remember, it is very important to be completely honest with yourself about the energy you project when rescuing a dog. I am happy to report that our production assistant Todd is fostering Curly on weekends.
Okay, yeah, should we go for the walk?
And I received word from Andrea that she has adopted a new dog, Bailey, and has applied dog psychology from the beginning.
Cesar, just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for just doing everything that you've done for Baxter, for me, and for Bailey. You've absolutely changed my life and changed Baxter's life and given Bailey a new home and me a new outlook on life with a wonderful new companion. Thank you so very much.
Keep in mind who you are in the animal world is energy. I am Cesar Milan, and thanks for watching Dog Whisper. I am the Dog Whisperer.